Hello, good morning and welcome to Jewellery Maker. It's an amazing show that we've got lined up for you today. It's really nice to know that you've tuned in for us to be able to bring you a dazzling array of opportunities and of course giving you the ultimate techniques that you tune in for as well. And when we've got an incredible craftsman like we have today, we like to focus on her skill base. It's Natalia Coleman with Silver Clay today. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Lovely to have your company.
Oh, lovely to see you. We've not worked together for ages,
I know, we were so excited when we saw each other. Who are you?
It's got to change now. We've got 2 weeks in a row. Let's do this.
I was going to say, we're actually going to see each other 2 weeks in a row, which is a bit of a miracle for us.
It's going to be too much for you.
I've had enough. I've had enough of her. I'll have a couple of months off from her. No, we've got a brilliant show today. In particular, we're going to do some silver art clay.
We are, with a bit of a twist today.
Which is really exciting because we're going to do products that we've not seen before on the channel, and you're going to show us how to utilize it, how to make the most of it.
I am, and it's my favorite tool as well.
Is it?
Yeah, so you'll have to stay tuned to see what it is.
That's a bit interesting, isn't it? Natalia's favourite tool. She's putting it out there nice and early. It's nice to know where we stand. It's her favourite tool. So if you are interested in having an amazing look from your silver art clay, maybe you've never tried it before, or perhaps you're going to advance your skills. Am I allowed to give them a little heads up on what it is?
Of course you are, yes.
It's perfect to put a finger on it.
Yeah.
No? Yes. Not to put a finger on it.
If you liked it, then you should have put a ring on it.
That's it. That's what I was trying to say, but I just wasn't cool enough, so I just said, put a finger on it, which is very odd. I think I got a bit confused with my whole...
You're not down with Beyonce, are you?
No,
Clearly.
I'm not. No, I'm definitely...
Northeast Beyonce.
Who's that Beyonce? Who is she? Who is she? The good news is that we have lots of treats. We are going to give you some ideas for creating jewellery for the hand today with your silver art clay. Yes, we're talking about rings on your fingers today with your silver art clay. And if that wasn't enough, take a look at the treasure chest of gemstones that I have in store for you today. Your eyes are quite simply going to pop when you see this delicious mix. 700 carats of rose quartz in a strand. I have got an incredible strand of mixed beryl. Just take a look at this strand. If you love your aquamarine, your morganite, your heliodor, I tell you what, I know I'm not supposed to do this. I'm going to set a very quick question. Let's see who can give us the fastest answer. And I wasn't meant to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. 60777, fastest answer. Who can text in? What is red beryl called? Red beryl, what is it called? Text into JM Studio 60777. You've got to give us your name and your customer number, and I'll give a bead scoop to the first person who can text in and give me the answer. I want both names because there are two names for red beryl. Red beryl, we've not had it before. We've got a bit of red beryl colours coming on this strand. You can see there some gorgeous rich red colours coming through. Well, I will tell you, I need two answers. Fastest person to give me both answers, I'm going to send you a bead scoop. Here you go. First off, 60777 is where you text into. There's a question. What is the two names for red beryl, sometimes known as scarlet emerald? Right? It's not Bob and it's not Jack. What are the names? So let's find out if anybody I reckon some people might know one, but I want two. I want both names, and I need the gem words, not like the red emeralds. That's all, you know, colloquialisms of the gem world. I want their actual names. Okay, one begins with a B, one begins with a P. There you go. Right then, next up, I have got... We've never seen it before. This is a brand new strand. This is the most incredible vintage-esque qualities. The lovely rustic qualities as well, coming from your coated tiger's eye. Yes, We get tiger's eye. It is one of our most popular gemstones. The optical illusions of tiger's eye are delightful. Then we add another layer of beauty to it, another dynamic. It is your coated tiger's eye, and it's coming your way later on in the show. We've got plenty more to fit in as well, like some carved clear quartz. We've got some pearls, big pearls at that, and we've also got some rainbow moonstone for you today. But before we get started onto those kind of feature strands, you need to have the findings. You need to have, if you're going to get great gemstones, you need to have matching findings to go with. Yes? Well, it's time for the early bird. And the early bird today, if you're going to do findings, let's do them in style. How about these? These are your sterling silver decorative detail shepherd hooks. Now, if I just hold them like so, now I really like them just as they are, right? I really like these as they are. Can you see? Because I like the contemporary feel about them. I like that you just get that pure sterling silver findings. I really like that elegance. Now if I just hold them like that, you can see classic shepherd hook, and then you've got this really nice twisted sterling silver drop design. Now if you were just to wear them like that, I'm sure you'd get many a compliment. However, there is an extra twist to these earrings findings, and when we do the early bird, we like to make sure that we give you something special. How about taking that very simple classic sterling silver twisted drop and then adding in your gemstones? These are designed to pincer in to a gemstone. So quite simply, there's a little a post and a post that sits within the twist, and then you pop your gemstone in the middle, lock it in, and hey presto, you've got yourself totally different looking jewelry. And just think about the collection of gems that you've got in your stash right now. Pearls, think about your black onyx, your smoky quartz, your aventurines. Think about any of the stones that you've got in your collection. If you haven't got any, then think about the stones that you've got the potential to have today. Your tiger's eye, your beryl, those beautiful, imagine the rainbow moonstone, it sat in there. You can mix and you can change for every single one of these earrings. Now if I just show you, if I hold those, you can actually see how it works. And it literally is as simple as opening up and taking them out. Can you see there how I've done that? Literally open them up, put your gemstone inside, close it into the hole of the drill, and there you go. You have got an amazing deal. Now, I know Ollie, my director, his wife has had these earring findings for about 2 years. About 2 years she's had these earring findings. And I'm right in saying, Ollie, it's probably her most wearable piece of jewelry, isn't it? She wears them all the time. But the thing is that they don't look the same look of earring, because she just changes the gemstone. And that's the most incredible thing about these, is that you change the gem, you're changing the look. It's 925 sterling silver, so you've got durability, wearability. And we've got to remember, you know, when you're getting sterling silver, you're getting a precious metal, you've got durability guaranteed. Hence exactly the case that Ollie's wife has actually had her earring findings for 2 years. 2 years, and she's mixed them, she's changed the gemstones day in, day out, time and time again. I know she's got coral at the moment, because we were talking about it yesterday. She's got a beautiful pair of coral earrings at the moment. But of course, you know, the moment that you get bored of coral, you then go, well, what gemstone do I want to change to? What's the colour of the moment? What is happening in fashion right now? Oh, it's very much about the neutrals. You get your great Gatsby's, get your pearls, pop your pearls in. You're actually getting 3 pairs. So 6 findings in total, 3 pairs of your sterling silver findings, 3 pairs. I mean, it's an opportunity that is going to make such a huge impact to your jewellery making. I've already got a lot of people who are interested on this. I haven't got a huge quantity, but with the early bird, it's all about an opportunity of great pricing, and it's first come, first served on the sterling silver drop style shepherd hooks with the versatility of mixing up the gemstones that you sit within, so you've got a variety of looks from one pair of earrings. You're actually getting 3 pairs in total and one price tag of sterling silver, and Ollie would like you to know that he bought his wife sterling silver fine just like this, and he paid more for 1 pair than you're getting for 3 pairs right now. Oh my goodness me, what an opportunity. Let me just hold them out without the gems in so you can see how they look without the gems. If I turn it on a twist, can you see where the posts are? And literally any gemstone, you name it, because of course the nice thing about silver is that it is versatile, it is flexible. Can you see that? So you can open it up to whatever size. Absolutely incredible. I think these are going to be a sellout deal. I've got cues on the lines. Well, that's a nice early bird, isn't it? That's a nice morning wake-up call, isn't it? Good morning, sunbeams will soon shine through. Good morning to you and you and you and you. Yes, it's a good morning here at Jewellery Maker when we bring you for less than £7 sterling silver. I don't think there's going to be enough to go around. I actually was thinking to myself, yeah, I'm going to get some of these. Any chance, Laura? I know you're busy. Could you just speak to the call centre and ask them to put these to one side for me?
I want some as well.
Customers come first. I've worked here for nearly 9 years. That's disappointing. That is very disappointing. Fair dues, but I would like these a lot. Natalia would like some too, so I'll have 2 packs and I'll buy some for Natalia. Yes?
Oh, thank you.
Can we? No. No is essentially what I've just been told. Even though I was being nice to Natalia and everything there. Natalia, that was going to be a little gift for you there.
Yeah, it's my birthday soon.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh. Right, we will. Right, I'll do my best to get some for you, Natalia. That's my birthday gift for you. Happy birthday, lovely. £6.95. There's my generosity done for the day. What do they say?
The year.
That's it for the year. That's me done. I'm spent. £6.95 is all you pay. Congratulations if you got those 3 pairs of sterling silver shepherd hooks. Congratulations. I think that will be a sellout deal. Sadly, I don't think I'll be getting those. And yeah. Oh, I really want them. I really want them. Okay. I'm being serious though, Laura. I don't say that very often. I'm really good. She says, no. She says you sound really like you're pleading, but computer says no. £6.95, congratulations. Now then, it could be the end of the early bird. But it's not. Dun, dun, dun. It's your mega early bird. Ryan, because you've got a deeper voice than me, are you ready? I'll mouth it, you do it. Okay. Ready? Go.
Mega early bird.
Nice. Nice. Oh, I'm so proud of us there, Ryan. That was like a proper double act and everything, wasn't it? Let's do it with Natalia as well. Right, Natalia,
okay.
get ready. Okay. You have to mouth it. Ready, Ryan? Go.
Mega early bird.
It is officially. This is literally hours of fun. Like forever. I'll need Ryan just behind me, just for me to go.
So I'm getting mega early bird.
Do you think that you should? Oh, that is just brilliant fun. For the rest of my life, that is my fun. Literally, I'll get my husband to just talk for me forever. I'll have my husband just sat there. You could talk for me and just. Right, we have got. Oh no! Hang on a minute. That pack was open and they've just gone flying. Well, you should have got quite a lot of crimp beads here, but you're probably going to get some less because they've just gone flying across the desk. I'll pick them up though. I'll be a good girl. There you go. I'll be a good girl. Can you tell I have a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old? They go, well done. Well done for tidying up. My daughter is suddenly, she's suddenly got to a point where she goes, Mummy, do you think we need to tidy up? And you know, when you go, oh yeah, it's fair dues. And I'm quite a sticker. I do like tidy. But when you've got a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old, you kind of have to just let that be. You know, life's too short to get too het up on being tidy. But even she and my son goes, tidy up time, Mummy. Well-trained children. Now, this is your mega early bird deal. And, well, it doesn't get much more mega than this. It really doesn't get much because effectively what I'm about to do is do exactly what you want of me. I am... Not like that, Ryan. Not like that. We are about to do something very, very special. And effectively, what you've asked us to do for probably since 6 months of us launching, you've asked of this from us, and now we're about to do it. I wish I had more. I've got a decent quantity, but I think effectively probably not enough to go around. You have asked and you have requested time and time again for us to be able to bring you antique bronze findings. Yes? Everybody loves the wire, everybody wants the matching findings. Yeah. What you've asked of us is for us to give you a bumper pack of everything you need in terms of essentials to your antique bronze findings. You're about to get approximate quantities of 100 pairs of shepherd hooks, 100 pieces of head pins, 50 grams of crimp beads, and 100 pieces of your eye pins. All of these are in one mega early bird deal. How about everything you want, everything you need for one price tag? Antique bronze, giving you the vintage, giving you that retro style. I mean, a perfect look for those of you trying to capture the Great Gatsby feel. That is very much the look of the moment. I've got pearls coming up later on in the show as well today. I mean, really, really an essential to your finding stash now. Now, I do have people holding on the lines for the sterling silver offer. Stay on those lines for this offer, because I'm now sold out of the silver, but stay on the lines, don't hang up, because I'm going to give you another impressive deal. You're going to get, let's go through this again, 100 pairs of shepherd hooks. You're going to get 100 pieces, approximate quantity of head pins. You're going to get 100 approximate quantity of eye pins and 50 grams of crimp beads. It's an essential, it's a must-have, and you're not surprised by this when I tell you that there is already a quarter of the stock allocated before I tell you the price, because the price tag is going to be impressive, because this is Jewellery Maker. You believe in us, we work for you by doing offers like this. I feel a bit like Houdini, you know, or the great Stupendo, as he used to be in my day. A little bit of Paul Daniels magic on. Have you noticed there's not really a here and now kind of magician? You know how Paul Daniels used to be really cool, and then, you know, I mean, Darren Brown's not a magician, is he? He's like he's a man who messes with your mind. There's then David Blaine, not really a magician. Dynamo, he's probably our Paul Daniels of the 20-something century, or the North. He is though, isn't he? Dynamo is not going to be impressed by that. And I'm sure Dynamo, the magician, is watching Jewellery Maker. I'm sure there's every chance that he is. He's probably now tuned off just because I've just said that he's a bit like our present-day Paul Daniels. Maybe he's going to be the next Whizbit. I used to love Whizbit. You've got here head pins, eye pins, crimp beads, and you've also got shepherd hooks. That's a lot of shepherd hooks. A gorgeous opportunity, and amazing, I mean impressive, so many opportunities. Congratulations, hold those lines to confirm. An amazing deal. I just got to say, I'm probably going to be here for quite a while putting these findings away, only because you're getting so many findings for one deal. You are getting a huge amount for one price tag. Less than £10. We could have probably charged double that and still have sold out. Natalia, antique bronze is such a traditional vintage style though to your jewellery, isn't it?
It's beautiful. It has that really lovely, timeless sort of classic look, but also, you know, we've got the metal clay, so we've got bronze clay, we've got copper clay.
Yeah.
If you want to mix it up with your silver, it just looks fantastic because you've got that combination of different colours in there. And I for one am so glad that we've got this, because it is so hard to find really good quality findings in these colours. It's brilliant.
It's that vintage feel, isn't it? I'm literally going to be here forever.
It just finishes your look off completely, doesn't it? Because we have been putting gold-coloured findings with things, and you know, we've been trying to make do, but this is
you don't need to anymore
the
now.
icing on the cake, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so, especially because the antique bronze wire is so popular.
Yes,
and yes, you can make your own findings, but to save time and efficiency, why not have, for this kind of price budget, you know, we're talking $9.95 for what is essentially a huge amount of findings, you know, over 100 findings per section. You know, really, look, I'm still here and this is how many, I'm still putting them away.
You're going to be
I
here
know,
till the end of the
that's
show
because there's so
doing
many.
that.
I literally, by 1 o'clock, I'll still be putting them away.
Do you know what you need, Vicky? You need a little Oompa Loompa to do that for you.
Oh.
Have we got any Oompa Loompas around here?
Well, we I was going to say, I'm sure we could. I'm sure we could have a little. It's, to be honest, sometimes it does feel like we're like the Willy Wonka chocolate factory here, don't we? Creating a little bit of magic. That was on the telly the other day. Oh, I love it.
Just
Gene
makes you want
Wilder.
to eat chocolate, though. That's the only trouble when you watch that.
Yeah, so you
just
don't
want to
watch
go
it.
out and buy a massive bar of chocolate.
That's it. And then find the golden ticket.
Yeah.
Right, we have got. Look, I'm still there. I'm kind of now. I feel like this is how many you're getting though. Just to highlight the fact, for $9.95, this is how many findings you're getting. It's taken me this long to put them away, but I feel like I'm now on a mission. I know, when you're ready, Vix. Moving on. Right, look at that. I'm tidy now.
So if you didn't get before just how many findings there are in this deal, do now.
Now you do, because it's taken me that long to tidy them up.
But she's actually making a meal of it. we will never work again together now, will we? Like, get rid of her. I don't want her on my show.
Oh, dare you say I make a meal of anything? Have you been talking to my husband? We are going to set Natalia a challenge. And now she's been messing with me. What kind of a challenge should I give her? Shall I be nice? Shall we, like, what can I find here? Right, Natalia, we're going to give you a piece of paper. That's it. Let's see what you can make out of that.
I'm good with origami, actually.
Are you?
Really good with origami. I've been on a course in origami.
Clever clogs. We have got Challenge Natalia. Now, we all know that Natalia is an inspired creator of incredible quality jewellery. We know that. If you've watched us before, Natalia certainly gives us a real sense of prestige to our jewellery that we deserve, because, you know, genuine gemstones, you're working with quality findings. You know, you're based along the silverite clay, which is the purest of metals to work with, really. I mean, 99.9% pure silver is an incredible feature for any jewellery collection. And I think really your artistry comes out in so many different ways that it's going to be a really interesting show, because I think with this challenge we're going to see one level of your creativity, and then with the silverite clay we'll see a totally different level as well. You know, we're going to see quite a lot of yin and yang going on today, I think.
Yeah, well, what I love is, you know, when you've got the gemstones, you know, 3 different people could be given the same gemstones and come up with completely different designs.
Yeah.
So you have that variety, but also with the silver clays and the metal clays, you are literally getting a dollop of clay and you're going to make something completely from scratch. So that's what I love about that. I'm sure Debbie feels that way about polymer clay, that the possibilities are endless with it. And it's the same with gemstones.
And that's well, that's why I rather like what we're doing today, because we've got some amazing loose gemstones coming up to hopefully work with and see how Natalia works with that within a ring principle. But also we're going to give Natalia the classic strands as well and see how she works with. Because as I say, well, we've got Natalia on, we may as well make the most of her. You know, for those of you who don't know, Natalia is also from the fashion industry. She worked as a stylist for many years, so you know it's very much about, you know, capturing the look of the moment. Next week we've got in mind, we're going to do a couture connection fashion focus show for you next week. So we're going very much down the couture, the designer. We're going to go to Italy, we're going to go to Paris, we're going to go to New York, and we're going to give you a couture feel to your jewellery makers. We're really looking forward to that.
And we are actually going there, aren't we? Me and you are actually going to travel. No.
That's it. We're going to take you on location.
Does that mean you have to dress up? Are you going to dress up, Vicky?
Well, I might dress it. We'll see. We'll see. I might come in as Vivienne Westwood or something like that.
Just in your normal weekend clothes, then.
Yeah, just normal clothing for me. Hey. Yeah. We are giving Natalia a fantastic challenge today. It's all about that, I think, that seduction and that glamour, and yet the textures of gemstones. You know, I often think people are captivated by the colour of a gem. And actually, when you start to look at this combination, this is not about just the colour, but it's about the texturing of each stone. You've got here your black agate, lustrous, faceted gemstones. I mean, you really have got the most exceptional light reaction. You can see here, look at that, dazzling lustre. And I think when you've got this type of sheen to a stone, it doesn't need a lot. Maybe your silver findings would just add, or maybe your gold findings would add just that final indulgence. But a gem like this, just really, it doesn't need a lot for it to be a wow factor. So there's your single strand of your faceted black agate. You've then got a different texture altogether to the metallics of your hematite. Now your metallics really are shimmering, sheen, almost vitreous-like quality. You know, you've got this really striking luster, but a totally different type of luster to your black agate. And then finally, we're adding a totally different dynamic again, thanks to your labradorite. And as you can see there's your labrador essence, an amazing strand of labradorite. One of our most popular gemstones right now. It doesn't matter how much we put to wear, and you know, we try our best when it's a popular gemstone. We try to have a decent quantity available, but it doesn't seem to matter how many times we put it to wear. It seems to be one of those sellout deals time and time again. You've got here a beautiful mix. It's called the Evening Collection, and I guess you understand why when you see those sultry, seductive, individual gem strands coming together to create this very nice evening wear desire. I mean, I feel like I need a bit of a, you know, maybe candlelight and a little bit of nice soft music playing in the background. That's nice. That's the kind of music I was thinking, Ollie. Ollie's singing, "You're once, twice, three times a lady." That's what Ollie was saying. That's the kind of music I was thinking. Or maybe a bit of Barry White. Let's get it on.
That's more Ryan, isn't it? The Barry White
That's
voice.
with, yeah, that's more Ryan. Come on, Mary. Right. I want, let's get it on, right? No, I don't want us to get, I mean, I want you to sing Let's Get It On for me. Ready? Ready?
Let's get it on.
This has got legs. This has got legs. This is Ryan forever. This is me and you together. You are my voice box. We have got for you a fantastic evening collection. It's sultry, it's seductive, it's got that glamour, it's got that sophisticated edge, it's got that unique texture to it, this combination, that really, really works. And I know that Natalia's going to make something special out of this. What can we do with the price tag? Well, 3 strands, strands we know you want, strands we know you love, for... How about that? £4.32 a strand. £4.32 a strand. We're handing over to you the luxury, the finesse, the quality of 3 feature strands that add texture to your jewelry. And the nice thing is that they work so well together. But if you use them as separate entities, I mean, if we took something like the, let's keep the black, and let's put it with the rose quartz. I mean, look, how uniquely different does that gemstone become when you put it with another colour, when you put it with another gemstone? I could take something like the, I don't know, let's take the hematite and stick with the principles of metallic qualities and put it with something like the gorgeous coated tiger's eye. Again, it transforms. So the gems themselves go beautifully together, but I tell you what, all you need to think is that they go very well with other gemstones that you might already have in your stash. And if you've got those silver findings that we just did, those earring findings, you could take any one of those, the labradorite, the hematite, and of course those smaller agate. You could use any of those and they'd work perfectly well with those sterling silver findings. Beautiful. £12.95. Congratulations. Less than £4.32 a strand. Lovely look. Lovely look. Now, straight on to oh. You don't need me to tell you what gemstone this is. You don't need me to tell you whether you're brand new to jewellery making or whether you've got already a really strong idea of genuine gemstones. Look at this. Just striking. World-renowned gemstone. And whether you're brand new to gemstones or perhaps you've already got a huge knowledge, you can't question what gemstone this is. It can only be one gem. It can only be amethyst. You don't get any other gemstone in the jewelry industry. I can't think of another stone that has this kind of colour property to it. You know, this rich velvety tone is brought out thanks to the extra special faceting. I would suggest that this could have been part of our cut collection range of strands of distinction, because the cut, I mean, every one of those facets is impeccable. You're not getting, you know, 3 or 4 facets. You are literally getting what could be hundreds of facets in one gemstone. And of course, the more facets you get, the more light reaction that you'll get to the gemstone. I mean, we've got to remember that we're not just talking about the quality of the gemstone, but we're now talking about the quality of the craftsmanship, the quality of the lapidary work, you know, the time, the skill, the experience that you need as a lapidarist to be able to perform this type of high-grade cut. You know, I'd like to think that here at Jewellery Maker and as a company of the Genuine Gemstone Company, that we have working for us some of the finest cutters in the world. You know, we pride ourselves on sourcing some of the rarest, finest gemstones. We therefore deserve to also work with the finest cutters to then get the very best of the gem. You know, look, you can get the world's most amazing gemstone, but if you don't get the right cutter, if you don't get the right lapidarist, then that gemstone could look like the worst gemstone in the world. The facts of the matter are, is a lapidarist or a cutter of gemstones is probably one of the most crucial aspects of getting a quality piece of gemstone jewellery. And this is quality. You can tell that thanks to the individual features, the individual luxury of every single facet that's been placed into this. I put this as alongside the classic cut collection that we have here within our strands of distinction. I really would, because the quality of that strand is second to none. It's not where we're stopping with this deal. We're gonna keep adding, and we're adding another strand of amethyst, and yet probably, whereas I would have said the purple amethyst is world recognized, I would suggest this is probably one of the least known amethysts within the world. Green amethyst, sometimes known as prasiolite. Not a gemstone that most people know about, to be honest, but when you see it, you're never going to forget it. The soft, subtle qualities, the delicate tones that you have here of your green amethyst, otherwise known as prasiolite. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So a double strand of amethyst. A double strand of amethyst where you've got your highly graded, faceted rounds of your purple amethyst working alongside your softer pastel greens of your prasiolite. This is a strand combination that we know will be popular because these are some of our most popular gemstones here at Jewellery Maker. Certainly that amethyst, you cannot miss out on this. Okay, we've got 2 strands at one price tag of, well, I'd have said that was the price of the $17.95 is the price of just that amethyst. Just that one strand of amethyst I'd have happily put at $17.95. The quality, an amazing deal. What an opportunity. $17.95. You've also got your pastel prasiolite qualities, but that I think is almost like a strand for free, isn't it? You know, you've got your purple faceted amethyst, and then you've also got your prasiolite as well. What a deal! What a deal! $17.95. We like to make sure that we give you gemstones that you want to own. We want to make sure that we give you variety. We want to give you the rare stones like your red beryls that are coming up later on, etc. But actually, what we also want to give you is the classics, the must-haves, the essentials. $17.95 that you're looking at. Absolutely incredible opportunity. 0800 644 655 is your free phone number that you're dialing. Or alternatively, you can join us on the web at www.jewellerymaker.com. What a deal. What an offer. Fantastic. Now then, we have had an answer to my pop it in and just drop in the question. Yes, we have had an answer. And Tim from Northampton is the first correct answerer. Answerer. Congratulations, Tim. We will be sending you a free bead scoop because I asked the question, what are the 2 variant names for red beryl, sometimes known as scarlet emerald? What are the 2 names? The answer is bixbite and pesitate. Interesting, eh? Leave it with you there. Leaving it with you there. We'll come back to it later on, of course, because I have got this incredible, and it is exciting, really exciting strand of beryl. And the reason I asked the question is because some of the colours that sit within this strand certainly have much more of the red hues than they do the pink. Of course, dark pinks is morganite. But then there are some colours that are heading towards more of your red, scarlet, emerald-like quality colours. And as I say, in the gem world, you'd then know those as either bixbite or your pesitate. So there you go. We've got that coming up. A bit of a special deal there. Certainly one of the most deluxe colours that we have for you. Okay. Not yet though, not yet. We're going to start with our first kit of the day. And when you came in this morning,
Yes.
and we were talking and we just had a quick chat and then we got straight down to business. Well, you got straight down because essentially you wanted to just say to us, these 3 kits are brilliant today.
Yeah, I loved them. And you know, I do really enjoy working with gemstones, so it's a complete pleasure. But I have to say this week, I've absolutely adored the kits. No word of a lie. And I've had some beautiful colour variations. I've got some sterling silver findings in some of them, and they've been a real treat this week.
I have to agree with you. They every one of them is like, it's textbook what you want from a kid.
It is,
but in
yeah.
different ways.
Yeah.
You know, we're not repeating ourselves, we're giving totally diverse kits today, and every one of them, and I tell you what, not just in terms of ingredients, but in terms of value, for me, this is a deal. Now you may have noticed that I've got a beautiful neckline piece on. Well, from this kit, isn't that a just gorgeous neckline? I have to say, I just love that look.
It looks so good as well because, you know, you've just got the right outfit on to wear.
Yes.
It's a really good length on your neck. But also those two gemstones, you know, like the graduation in colour.
Yes.
So you've got those darker tones mixed in with the blue, and it just looks wonderful, doesn't it? It's like it's kind of dripping onto the
Literally,
next
like
gemstone.
cascading.
Yeah.
Absolutely, it is. It's got that lovely cascade effect. Now, this strand is the talking point for many people for this kit. So I will show you it as an individual offer first. This is Peruvian opal. Now, for anyone who's investigating the gem world right now, anybody who's taken the time to do a little bit of research on the gemstones, they will know as well as I do that Peruvian opal is by far one of the most collectible located opals. Now, there is obviously variant locations for opal. I would suggest to you, well, the highest index of sourcing opal is Australia. It brings you about probably over 90+% of my opals mined comes from Australia. And interestingly enough, I do have another kit later on that brings you Australian opal. So, I mean, like I say, today we're ticking all boxes. You've got Australian opal coming up later on, but this is Peruvian. Now, Peruvian has a different type of matrix to its finish, so it creates a much more opalescent but opaque quality. So normally with opal you expect a transference of light in a very unique way, so you get this beautiful rainbow of colour. But when you get the opaque quality of Peruvian opal, you get much more of those flat, much more of those solid colours. And what's the nicest part about it is that the freshness of those colours are just delightful. Delightful. Peruvian opal. Do your research and you will find that there are a lot of gem collectors right now who are raving about this location. You can go to Australia, you can also go to the likes of Ethiopia and source your opal, but to really prove to you the quality, we've sourced from Peru. Yes, back of the net. We have got for you a full strand. It's a strand of distinction, and rightly so, it's a strand of distinction. It is the luxury of where we source and the luxury of the size of these. And now I've already got people making the purchase based on this one strand. I've already got people who have bought, and I can tell you now that nearly, really, that's a lot that's already gone for just that strand. Okay. I've already got a lot of people who have made the purchase of this kit just because of this one strand. Now, just to let you know, this one strand alone should be setting you back to $14.95. That's how dedicated in terms of luxury this strand is. And I mean, for any of our gem collectors, you've got to know this really is a treat and a half for us to source. Peruvian opal, $14.95 is the price you should be paying on that strand alone. We're going to add to it, and we're adding to you green aventurine rondelles, 8x5mm. We're adding, oh, now then, hello there. Smoky quartz, one of our most requested strands of the moment. We haven't had enough smoky quartz in for such a long time, and yet now we bring you the richest, the most intense chocolates of smoky quartz. That is a beautiful strand, isn't it?
It's
really stunning strand. Cool. That strand is going to go a long, long way to making your jewellery so striking, especially when you're working against the fresh greens and then getting that lovely, rich seduction, velvety chocolate tones of smoky quartz against. I'm going to add one more strand, and I'm adding in, it's a strand that we all love, it's a strand we all want, And if you haven't got it yet, you're going to get it now. Yes, it's your labradorite faceted rounds in your 6mm size. As I always go to say with this gem, you never know what's going to happen next with it. That's the beauty of labradorite. No matter how much you get in your collection, you'll always see something different. The cashmere greys are just the underbody to the actual illuminating qualities of fluorescent greens and purples, pinks and oranges and yellows that sit to the surface of this gem. Beautiful look, labradorite, smoky quartz, an amazing strand of rondelles of aventurine, and your Peruvian opal. I can tell you now, we have got a lot of people who see the must-have in this kit already, who've already made the purchase without me even telling you the price. But the price is what gives it the bonus. But I've got to just remind you, it's not just the strands that you're buying on this offer, it's findings as well. 100 pieces of your rose gold plated copper findings, including a metre of chain and all of your additions, including crimp beads, jump beads, plain beads, you get earring chandeliers, toggle clasps, bullring clasps, you name it, you get it. And it's all for one price tag with beaded thread monofilament and elastic and a presentation gift bag to finish it all off. One price tag of... So we know if we went on our website, right now, our website, not somebody else's website, not to research outside of our building, but literally to go to our website, you would be paying $14.95. I am now giving you effectively one of our most popular gemstones. I'm giving you one of our most requested gemstones. I'm giving you one of our most sunshiny springtime gemstones. I'm giving you all of the findings for a tenner. For a tenner, you are getting all of this. I've got to include the presentation gift bag. Let's not underestimate all of this for a tenner. And if that wasn't enough, if you're a brand new buyer to us, you also get a free tutorial booklet and DVD free of charge. Totally free of charge. And if that wasn't enough, it's a free phone number. I don't think there's much more we can do. I don't think there's much more we could do. I mean, we could maybe give you Ryan. He'll do your vocals for the day. Yeah. Is that all right, Ryan?
Yeah. I've got stuff to do.
You got stuff to do? Nothing is more important than our customers, Ryan. Come on.
Customers come first.
Customers come first. Thank you, Ryan.
Can you imagine that when the DPD ban appears? And it's going like, here's your free Ryan or
Here's your free
Ryan.
We've posted him for $2.95. Imagine, $2.95. We'd have to really kind of concertina you up. Yeah, would that be all right?
Yeah.
Mini Ryan. Yeah, but that's what we could do. Like, you know how they do like little mini Ant and Deg dolls, and you could get like little One Direction dolls. We could do little Ryan dolls.
You know those towels that you get and they look like a little flannel and then you put them in water and then they turn into a big bath towel?
We are literally
like
going to dehydrate you so that we can soak all the life out of you. So then when we send it to, I mean, obviously it has to be just one customer at a time because we're not going to chop you up or anything. So, is that right? Oh, Hannah Roxbury wants a Ryan doll. Hannah Roxbury, one of our managers. Oh, I think she's trying to tell you something, Ryan. She's looking for a Ryan doll. Hey, he's off. He's up to the production room now. Watch out, Hannah. Your wish is our command. Welcome to Jewellery Maker, aka matching your favourite people. Matchmaker, $24.95. Congratulations. What am I saying there? Oh, if you're a brand new buyer, you get a free tutorial booklet and DVD with your first purchase. This would be a beautiful kit. But yet really extravagant. If you were just getting started into jewellery making and you were getting Peruvian opal, smoky quartz, labradorite and aventurine with 100 findings, that seems an incredible amount.
I know. Can you imagine you saying, you know, oh, what have you been doing today? I've just been working with a bit of Peruvian opal, you know. I just see you've got a hand there. just need to...
Oh, thanks. But this really does back up the fact that it is simple to get into jewellery making.
Yes,
because
definitely.
this just gives you step-by-step instructions. And if I just show you just how simple it is to create a neckline look like this. And of course, Natalia, you've created this look with the idea of getting the style of a big look of the moment, which is to get that real décolletage becoming the feature, creating a real strong, striking look. But all you need to do is restrand gemstones and add a clasp, and hey presto, you've got yourself a feature piece of jewellery.
That's it. And we really look after you, don't we? You know, we don't just send you out on your own going, okay, I've got this kit now,
That's
now
it.
what do I do with it? Give some ideas and then actually show you how to finish the piece off.
That's the nice thing about it, is literally step by step. You get the free tutorial booklet, and you also get that DVD. Now the DVD is pretty much an hour full of technique, pretty much an hour of DVD techniques, and that comes free of charge with your first purchase with us. $24.95 is all you pay. How to make jump rings. This is the kind of thing that happens in the DVD. Just gives you step-by-step instructions of how to get started and how simple it is. Look at that. Simple as this, how to make your own jump rings using the toolkit. Now let's just talk about that toolkit while we're seeing the pliers being used. Now the pliers that you can see are being used there are actually part of the essential toolkit. Now this essential toolkit, it says what it does on the tin. It is everything you need to get started into jewellery making. Now the code is at the bottom of the screen there. GLCR60 is the code, and it's an 8-piece pack which comes with also the presentation pack as well. And you get all of the tools, including fat nose, round nosed, wire cutters, tweezers, you get a reamer, so all of the different must-have essentials to get started into jewellery making come with this pack for less than £10. So essentially you can get started into jewellery making working with top grade gemstones like Peruvian opal for less than £35.
Amazing.
It's a no-brainer.
Do you know, I got a couple of those, one for my daughter and one for my mum, when I first started working here. And they still use them, you know, they love them.
Well, that's
it was a great gift for them.
They are, and I you know, I have to say, I think that in terms of one of our best value for money offers, I don't think you can get much better. Because actually, 3 years ago, the price was $9.95.
Yeah, definitely. And you've got everything, and it's all in that lovely little folder,
Absolutely.
isn't it?
But you can't say that about most things these
No.
days. You can't say that 3 years ago, most things were the same price as they are now.
Yeah.
You know, malt loaf. Can I just tell you?
I don't like malt though.
The price of malt loaf has gone up no end.
Yeah, well, good, because I don't like it.
You don't like malt loaf?
Sorry to malt loaf fans out there.
That's me.
I'm sorry, Vicky.
Yeah. You disrespect my malt loaf.
I know.
You
Do you put
disrespect my
butter
family.
on it? Do you have to put butter on?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, it's like the colour of it. It's just so
Oh.
dark and heavy. And
I can't believe we just had a discussion
I
about malt loaf.
These are the wild and crazy things we do.
That's
on
it.
Jewellery Maker. We also make jewellery on this channel as well.
Sometimes.
You know?
Once we've got over our malt loaf phobia.
Yeah.
We've got for you an incredible deal, and if you would like to join us, I can tell you now, we're now down to limited stock offer. It is restricted availability. In fact, I'm down to the last 20 in stock. 20, less than 20 now actually, less than 20 in the vaults now remaining on this one. And as I say, I think it's probably the luxury of the gemstones.
Yeah, well, I mean, those of you who've ordered it, good call, because when I was working with this, I was thinking the possibilities are endless. I wanted to just take everything apart and make some more designs with it because I had so many ideas. I just didn't have enough gemstones.
And I think the rose gold.
Oh, love it. Isn't it wonderful to have this variation of different coloured
love the
findings?
fact.
I get so excited because each of my kits are always different. So, you know, you're not just working with silver coloured stuff all the time, you're mixing it up.
And it adds another flavour, another texture, another dynamic, doesn't it, to your jewellery?
Completely different look and feel, don't you?
Totally. So what are you going to show us how to make? What are we going to do?
I am going to show you how to make the necklace.
This one?
And I did panic it because I thought, I'm sure I made another necklace, but you're wearing it.
I'm
so
wearing
that's
one,
okay.
yes. Just to highlight the fact that obviously Natalia hasn't just made one, she's made two, because I'm
did.
wearing one. I will model it.
It's looking good. The Peruvian opal rocks at your
Doesn't it?
neckline,
I really like that though. It goes really nicely with my top today.
does. It looks
yeah, we've
fabulous,
kind of gone for
darling.
the the black on black.
Yeah,
look,
we
haven't
didn't call each other this morning.
Yeah.
What are you wearing?
What are you wearing? Oh, I'll wear the same.
It's all a bit too early anyway, isn't it? Okay, so where we start is a beady bead in the centre using our beautiful, absolutely beautiful, pure and gorgeous smoky quartz.
Oh, it's just a seduction, isn't it?
Perfect size for a beady bead, I think.
Yeah.
And what I've done is I'm not going to demonstrate the beady bead, but I'm just going to show you very, very quickly how it comes together. So it's just using a very simple weave with 12 beads.
And for those of you who want to know how to make a beady bead, we do have a Beading Basics DVD for $4.95, which will give you the exact information on how to create that lattice combination to then bring together. So if you do want the exacts of how to make a beady bead like this, step-by-step tutorial, you can get that DVD. It's your Beading Basics DVD for $4.95, available either via our phone or, of course, via the website. And we do have some tutorials that are on our website as well that can give you a step-by-step instruction, and also our YouTube. I think you can also access that information. So there's lots of variants of how to find out how to make a beady bead.
Okay, and I used the monofilament to do that, and I just tied it off at the end. So here's one that I did earlier on.
Perfect.
So that's a lovely, lovely size. And then what we've got is 3 strands of beading thread, and they're about 1 metre long, maybe a little bit more.
Okay.
I always like to have plenty of beading thread when I'm doing this particular technique.
Okay, and in particular, the good thing is that because you get about 50 metres of beading thread for the ring, you hardly need to be precious about it, do you?
You don't. You don't. The cleaner was complaining because there's lots of it all over the floor this morning. It wasn't me. And so you've got a big hole in the middle, so you literally can push those through there, like that. If you wanted your beady bead to be suspended, you can actually put all 3 threads through one of the holes on the beady bead, through one of the individual beads. So get that centred in the middle, and then I'm going to start off on the left-hand side. And what I did is I put a labradorite stone on each of the 3 threads, like that. So threading those on. Now, don't colour grade my labradorite because I'm not that kind of person. I have a little bit of Virgo in my astrological chart, but not much. So that doesn't make me very fastidious about things like this.
Oh, isn't that interesting? What do you think that makes a difference?
Well, a lot of people colour grade their gemstones, don't they? And it's just not me. I'd rather just get on with creating because I get too excited.
See, so, I would.
Would you?
Yeah, if I had
Life's
the time.
too short to colour grade gemstones. Just
no,
throw it together.
No.
No.
I'm like,
It's a good job we're all different.
Quite orderly I am.
Yeah, but it's good. I'm glad there are people like you because I like looking at orderly things. I don't like making them.
It is.
Okay, so
Makes sense.
That's what I've done. Oops, my beady bead stuck. I've got my 3 little labradorite there, so that makes like a little pyramid shape.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to take all 3
Can I just hold it up, Corrie, just so that everybody can see, just so we can get a profile from it. Can you see there? There's your little pyramid. So you've got 1 on each strand, okay?
And then I've taken, what kind of shape is that?
Rondelle?
Rondelle, yeah. One of the rondelles, and just putting all 3 of my threads through there.
And that goes to show how large the drill holes are if you can get 3 of the beading threads through.
Drill holes are brilliant on this kit, which sometimes they're not, you know, and we'll be honest, if they are, you know, you just have to work around it.
Yeah, and the thing is that you've got the reamer in the toolkit, and we were talking about this yesterday, and actually a lot of people don't know what the reamer's for. The reamer is just to open up any of your holes, any of your drill holes that are not large enough to take, and certainly often is the case with pearls, but not always, you know, any of your drill holes that you want to have a little bit bigger, literally is just a case of just opening up, and it's designed to just be gentle, but as you can see there, just a little bit of a twist, just opens up the drill hole, just give it a blow, because obviously that then just gets rid of the dust, and then you've got the larger hole. Okay, so that's your reamer.
Okay, and then as you can see, what I've done there is I've just butted all the stones up against one another, and then you get a really tight, lovely effect.
Yeah, I really
and they
like
stay in place.
Very
so
pretty.
you can sort of adjust them and form them. Then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you. So you carry on like that. So how many times have I done that? Could you just count it, Vicki?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think probably 7 times.
So you can see how many beads there are in this kit that I've managed to do that on both sides, and I still had them left over to make 2 bracelets. And,
and you continue, and
earrings.
it's not like you've then gone straight to beading thread either, because you've actually continued with the eventuary.
So I'm going to show you very quickly the finishing off of the end of it, because I know we often don't do that. So as you can see, I've continued with the eventuary right to the end. So imagine that is the end.
Without the end.
So when you get to the end, I chop off and leave about 3 or 4 inches. I don't want to have tons and tons of thread left at the end. And then just pop one of your crimps on, and you can see the crimps are big enough that we can actually pass. So pop all 3 threads through that crimp, and then just see I haven't quite cut that tidily enough, and so that would be hard to pass through the crimp. So I'm going to take all 3 threads back through, just creating a loop there, and they will all go through easily like that.
Those crimps are really good then, aren't they?
They're really good. So on one side I'm going to attach my little hook and eye, and then the other side you can either leave the threads like that to make your own little hook, which goes through beautifully through there because it's quite big, and save your jump ring for something else, or you can put your jump ring in there, it's up to you.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use that as my loop, so press that down, cut your excess off.
And because you get 100 findings, again, you can really make the most of that, like using the bead caps, using those crimp bead covers. They actually just really give that luxury finish, don't they?
They do a beautiful finish, and it looks like a little bead when you finish. So just taking that and just sliding it on over the crimp and then pressing down very gently, and then just squeezing that together. You don't get a complete close on there, but what you do get is this lovely effect on the end of it.
Yeah, really works well.
The other thing that I did in the middle is I have a little tassel. I love my tassels. I'm actually known for my tassels, but that's another story.
I was just going to say, keep that to yourself.
And I'm going to show you. That sounded really bad, didn't it?
I'm known for my tassels.
Yeah. It's a bit too early, and I have had 2 coffees already this morning, so I don't know what I'm saying.
I love this. So tell me about your tassels.
Yeah, I'm renowned for my tassels, especially in Huddersfield. So what I've done is, this is the Sheila Davis technique for cutting chain to the right length. Quick and easy, quick and dirty, I'd call it. But knowing Sheila, it's quick and dirty. Oh, we're going there again, aren't we?
Yes.
So I've got a head pin, and this is the length of chain that I want. So I want 6 pieces of that. So rather than counting links, what you do is pop that on your head pin, and then take your chain, and then take one end of the chain and the other end of the chain. You can cut 2 pieces to length, because you've got both ends of the chain there, just by comparing and holding. Move my fingers. Was that Ryan yawning? Okay, and there you go, you see, that was quick.
So literally all you're doing is draping and then having them as the match, so you've got that drop that's equal. Makes sense, makes absolute sense.
And then you need a head pin, and you need one of your beautiful little rose gold little ball embellishments, and you just do a wrap loop, so just attaching it to the end of one of the little loops on your chain, making a round nose pliers, turning that to a right angle, taking it back over, capturing your loop inside there, hold with your pliers, just use your fingers to wrap around like that, and then trim the excess. So you do that 6 times, and then you have your little tassels.
They look great, don't they?
And then I've used one of the jump rings. These jump rings are beautiful because they're open, so you can open those up and attach all of your chain to that.
Yeah.
And then use a head pin to pass through your beady bead. I'll use one that hasn't got an end turned over.
To then wrap through your
and what
beady
I've
bead.
done is I've just taken it through the base.
Yeah.
The base bead on there, on my necklace, taking it through the hole, and then bend it in half, like that, and then using use those ones, flat nose pliers, I've just taken that around and wrap it around like that to create my little suspended bit. So you do it more tidily than me, and then you've got a jump ring that will go in the bottom of it.
Not perfect.
Not
and I
quite
love
perfect,
the luxury, but I really like the luxury of that look. And again, the rose gold plating just becomes a feature alongside the gemstones. And I mean, isn't that nice to have a step-by-step for the whole neckline piece? Literally, we've taken you how to get started, how to create the technique of almost the braiding, and then you've got also how to make the tassel. That really does give you an idea of how simple it is to get started into jewellery making. £24.95 is all you pay. £24.95 £9.95. Of course, don't forget the toolkit that Natalia has been utilising there. The toolkit coming in at £9.95, and you get your free tutorial booklet and DVD. That's everything to get started for less than £35, including working with some of the finest gemstones around, including getting gem designs like this one. I mean, just look at that.
That's lovely, isn't it? Wow, you're ready for a night out now,
I am
aren't
literally.
you?
I was just thought to myself, oh, I need to have a night out when I'm wearing jewellery like this.
Where are you going?
Where do we fancy going? What are we going to do with your tassels? Where do you fancy going with your tassels?
I don't know Redditch very well.
I know Birmingham, and I'm sure there's plenty of places that'll take your tassels. £24.95. Now, if you did get this kit, if you have just got that fantastic Peruvian opal, the smoky quartz, I think there might be one other bundle that would go very nicely as an added on. So I'm going to give you the chance to get it now, because part of me thinks we've done some seedy beads in terms of how to make the beady beads, but actually to get some other seedy beads to add more detail,
yes.
What about adding in this combination?
How wonderful, look at that.
Yeah, fabulous. Just fabulous. 4 strands. Certainly some of our most popular sizes at the moment are working around the 3 to 4 millimetre. I know for a lot of people who got the loom probably 3 weeks ago, yeah?
That loom is amazing.
Isn't it?
Do you know, a lady came to see me yesterday to learn Silver Clay 1-to-1. Hello, Chris, if you're watching.
Hello, Chris.
And she said she would watch. And she has been working with the loom and with beading needle and making some beautiful jewellery with seed beads. And that really, I was a convert yesterday. In fact, I was quite getting into my seed beads, but yesterday after seeing her jewellery, I was just like, now I need to get a bead loom.
Those looms are brilliant. We are getting them back in stock. I can tell you now that we've already had a consignment released. So fingers crossed we've got that coming very, very soon for you if you missed out on the bead loom. Really essentially getting any kind of intricate detail to your jewellery with this kind of size. They just work so well together. This is a beautiful complement of us bringing together your multicolour agate faceted rounds of your 4mm. You've got howlite and magnesite in 4mm, and then you've got your moss agate in your 3mm. Altogether, it's seedy beads that seem to be the big look of the moment. Everybody's going for them, and I tell you what, we're probably one of the best places to get your gemstones of this size for these prices, because I don't know many places that could do this quality, 4 strands for £8.95. Now normally, and I know it often is, people think the smaller the gemstone, the less you have to pay. Actually, it's the exact opposite, because you have to pay for the way that they've been cut. Much more intricate, much smaller the gemstones, and therefore it requires much more detail. I reckon this will be a sellout offer. I do believe this will be a sellout opportunity. What, £2.20, something like that, £2.25 a strand we're looking at there. Absolutely incredible deals to be had today. Of course, it's a free phone number that you're dialing. Please do be patient on our phone lines, and we'll process your call as fast as we can. And you can join us on the web at www.JewelleryMaker.com. One postage and packing of just £2.95, and you can add as many times as you like on that day offer. And we've got some great offers coming your way throughout the show, including your massive 700 carat rose quartz. You've got that beautiful coated tiger's eye. We've never done anything like that before, I know that for a fact. And we've got plenty of special treats along the way, so plenty to keep on adding to your order throughout the day. And of course, we've got the inspiration of Natalia today with her silver art clay and how to create rings. And we're going to do something that we've never done before in terms of product for ring making for silver art clay, so that'll be a good one to keep watching. Anybody who's interested in making featured jewellery for the hand, well, we've got that for you later on as well. But now it's time for the Wall of Fame. I have Alison to start us off today, and Alison, you are 461 with a very classic look. She says, hope you like my first attempt at something more for special occasions, inspired by the classy lady Sheila. Isn't she just? I think your gemstones are such good quality and arrive so beautifully packaged. Loads of love, and that's from Alison. Well, Alison, loving your luxury in terms of this styling, and not surprised that you've been inspired by Sheila with this look, because it's a very classic look, just like our Sheila, like you say. Congratulations, and 461.
This is amazing. This is 464. Look at this. This is from Lizzie in South Gloucestershire. Thank you for sharing this with us, Lizzie. She says, hi all at JM, here's my entry. It's a polymer clay collar necklace made with black and copper clay using Makumi garnet, copper wire, copper beads, hypothene beads made in a flower in the centre. I hope you like it. The finish reminds me of Oriental lacquered look, doesn't it? And it looks lovely with a plain black top. Keep everything crossed for a win, and good luck to everyone. Loving the masterclass shows lately and looking forward to more inspiration from the talented designers. And I know that Debbie did a masterclass of the collar, and Debbie, you know, she's passing this knowledge on, and look what happens. The ripples.
It is literally like a ripple effect. We've got a masterclass tomorrow, actually.
Have you?
We've got Laura Binding masterclass 2 till 3. It's a live masterclass with Laura Binding 2 till 3 tomorrow. That's Friday. We've also got a masterclass with Linda on Monday as well, and I know that Linda's doing one of her boutique collection looks, so if you want to capture that. Just to say as well, I don't know whether you know about it, but Monday is bank holiday, and we're going to do a brand new launch of something that is quite simply sweeping the boards across every department here at Jewellery Maker. Is totally enthralled by this product that we've got in. So Monday, you've got to be watching. I'm coming down especially to present it. I wasn't meant to be in the, but everybody's aware, and I was just like that. Look, okay, I'll drive down. I'm driving 3 hours to get down to present because I'm so excited about this product. You've got to be watching on Monday. It's Bank Holiday Monday, and the only place to be is Jewellery Maker.
I've got a date with a TV then at 9 o'clock on bank holiday.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I'm not going to get dressed or anything.
No, don't. Just keep your onesie on. We have got for you Sue. Hello, Sue in Rochester. She says, please find attached my Wall of Fame entry. They are fluorite dragonfly pendant, and its bigger friend is a tiger's eye brooch. I made them from following an Abbey Hook tutorial. All wire and gemstones are from Jewellery Maker. Can I congratulate you again, Sue, for the impeccable quality of your jewellery creation there. Beautiful. We've got such high quality jewellery going on, and she says she loves the show. Well, loving that you're watching as well, Sue. Thank you so much for sharing. Brilliant.
And this is 465, a wire confection for us here from Lynn Tunnicliffe. And she's in sunny Scotland. Ooh. And she says, though that could change well by the time you read this email.
Indeed. I think it has as well.
I hope you've still got sunshine. And she says, this week's entry for the Wall of Fame is a necklace made by wire wrapping various oddments of gemstones from my vast JM stash. The wire really brings together all colours, shapes and sizes of stones. It does, and it's a great way of showing what you can do with your bead suit.
Isn't it just?
Yeah, thank you for that, Lynn.
Gorgeous colours. And I have, let's have a look, Valerie, I think it is. Valerie says, please find attached my Wall of Fame entry. My girlfriend asked me to make her something for her holiday in copper and blue. I have used the rose gold plated copper chain and findings from a kit. The lapis lazuli and blue rondelles, blue opal rondelles are from Jewellery Maker strands. My girlfriend was delighted, and I hope you like it too. Enjoying the shows and love the way you keep bringing us new mediums and ideas. Well, as I say, we've got plenty new mediums and plenty new ideas coming your way later on this week and coming into the beginning of next week. Lots of chance to get great looking jewellery and things that you'll have never seen before, and that's what I'm so excited about, because I think it's always really nice to evolve. It's nice to keep the classics, it's nice to keep the traditional. I mean, we've got, obviously, as I say, we've got the couture collection coming up next week to get that, you know, that real sense of vintage elegance and get the couture feel, but it's always nice to bring something new and fresh to you, and that's going to happen on Bank Holiday Monday. Just to let you know, Valerie, you are 463, so I know that I've given you your number. We've got lots to look forward to, including some exquisitely carved clear quartz leaves.
Oh, I like those.
They are.
I've seen those before.
Aren't they? They are absolutely delightful. And we've talked about the quality of our craftsmanship before. This is an example. I don't need to talk about it. Seeing is believing.
Chandi beads are Jewellery Maker's range of 925 sterling silver beads that have been handcrafted in our workshop in the heart of Jaipur. There is an 8-stage process to craft these artisan beads. Stage 1 is the annealing process. This is when heat is applied to the sterling silver wire, then slowly cooled down in order to soften the metal to make it more workable. Stage 2. This is the pattern making process. This is where the silver wire is put onto the spindle of a rotary machine. Stage 3 is the cutting process, and Stage 4 is shaping. Stage 5 is soldering, and this is done to give firm joints to the beads. Stage 6, assembling. Stage 7 is surface cleaning. And finally, Stage 8 is the plating process, which starts with steam treatment to treating it with dilute sulfuric acid to remove the impurities and making it perfect for plating.
Jewellery Maker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to put towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Join Jewellery Maker on Thursday the 30th of May for our Fashion Focus show. Guest designer Natalia will be focusing on couture designs from all the fashion capitals. With boutique inspiration and must-have looks, be sure to tune in. The Fashion Focus show, only on Jewellery Maker.
Quality in craftsmanship is something that we've already discussed and talked about within today, and I have to say this most certainly is the prime example of our dedication to sourcing the best for you. And you know, it's hard to use the word the best when it's hard to what you're comparing it with. And I think for me, the comparison has to be what we've seen before. And we really do offer you such a high level of quality. I know there's other places that might do genuine gemstones in singular strands, but I don't know their variant or the parameters of quality control. I do know our quality control parameters are very, very strict. Not only do we have our gemstones laboratory tested, we make sure so that when we're putting to wear clear quartz that we know that's exactly what it is. That's why it's laboratory tested. And on top of that, we also have our in-house gemologists that give the final seal of approval. You know, they check our gemstones to ensure they are what we want them to be. And on top of that, we also have our quality control. We go through around about 3 to 4 quality control levels before it even comes to our building, to then go through our rigorous quality control testing before we then bring it to wear. All of those are all done behind the scenes to ensure that when it comes to wear, there is a certain level that you have come to expect from us. You know when you see the high jumpers in the Olympics, and you see them and they set the bar at a certain point and you go, they're not going to jump over that. And then they do it and you go, wow, they've done that. And then they go, let's raise it a little bit more. And then they raise it again. And then you go, oh, they're definitely not going to do that. And they jump over it. And they go, oh, they've done it. Oh, they're not going to do it higher. And then they set the high. That's exactly what it feels like we're doing with our quality of gemstones. You know, our quality control has always been a very high bar. And yet for me, we keep jumping over it and raising it again, jumping over it and raising it again. I feel like we've got to another level right now with this quality. I feel like we're about to get to that, I don't know, we're about to break the world record. We're about to break our own record. Because essentially, this is about the quality, the raising of the bar of quality craftsmanship and beautiful integrity to who we are as a company, the genuine gemstone company. That's what you're getting reflected within this one strand. Natalia, the moment she saw this, said, I want to have it. And I think that's what you want from quality. You know, when you see that perfect piece of jewellery, or you see that fantastic outfit in the shop window, and your instinct, just something within you goes, I've got to have it. There's no stop, there's no thinking, do I need it, do I want it? You actually just say, I've got to have it. That's what I think you're going to get from this strand. You're going to get that instant reaction, that gut feeling that, yeah, this is the quality I deserve, this is the quality that I want to see in my jewellery making. And we are, without any doubt, here at Jewellery Maker, we are going to give you a price to give you the chance to own it. How about this? I've already got cues on the lines for this one, and I'm not surprised because I think there's a lot of people using their gut instinct on this and saying, this is the right one. This is the one where Jewellery Maker has risen and rose across and jumped over the bar of already incredible quality to really, really release the luxury of clear quartz in all its carved craftsmanship, dedicated skill, and what a price tag to then put it to. How about this? $9.95 is all you pay. How many times are you going to get compliments from people going, wow, that's beautiful. Oh yeah, it's genuine gemstones. What, carved quality, genuine gemstones in jewellery? Yeah, I've made it myself. You made that jewellery. There's the conversations I'm expecting you to have, because when you see this luxury of craftsmanship, I'm sure there'll be a lot of people who expected that it's come from a high-grade jeweller's boutique shop where you've had to hand over a huge wad of cash, but instead less than £10. That's it, just less than £10. You can get yourself this extra special, truly exquisite. Bar has been raised to another level of Jewellery Maker quality for this offer. $9.95. 0800 644 655, or join us on the web at www.jewellerymaker. Less than a tenner. You hand over £10 without even thinking about it these days, and you probably don't even remember what you've bought. The most vexing part of going to a cash point is when you've gone to a cash point, you go to hand over the cash that you've got out and your cash is gone. And you think, what have I bought? You can't remember. Do you go, oh, that just drives it. And then your husband goes, oh, I needed to borrow a £5. Or you go, oh, yeah, you had to just go and buy a magazine, or I needed to go and do this. And then there's your cash disappeared. £10 could be said so quickly these days. And yet for a tenner, look at that. Right, tenner with change, you've got that amazing luxury of quality, true high-grade crafted clear quartz leaves. And these are perfect for bridal jewellery as well, aren't they, Natalia?
Aren't they just so incredible? Can you imagine those on a tiara with a vine twisted? How beautiful.
Oh, literally, and then the thing is there's that most people, when you go to buy a tiara and things, they're expecting to hand over a wad of cash for a luxury, genuine gemstone tiara. And in fact, $9.95, maybe you would need 3 or 4 strands to perhaps make that really boutique style, you know, that real vines that are running and moving through the hairpin. But really...
How wonderful. A few little pearls here and there with it. How wonderful would that look?
Sorry, did you say?
I said pearls.
A few little pearls? Do you mean...
As if by magic.
When I say little pearls, not quite. Yeah. Not quite little pearls.
Chunky pearls.
How about this? How about this? Now that is what I'm talking about. Now, if you are still on the lines for those beautiful carved leaves, stay there and we'll process your call as fast as we possibly can. Congratulations if you do get those carved leaves. They really are a prime example of how we are striving here at Jewellery Maker to just keep offering you more and more luxury, more and more quality to our gemstones. And actually, I think that in principle is why we're growing as a business. You know, one thing I love is that there's an evolution always happening within this building. There always seems to be something new or striving to achieve more. I've worked here for a long time, and I've always felt that there's never been a let's tread on water, we're happy with how we're going. There's always been that. And from the top onwards, you know, we've got a management team, a family-run business. We've got a management team that are always striving to get more from themselves. And I think that really that trickles down to all of us. You know, you always want more for yourself, don't you? That's what's happening. Look at this. Beautiful pearls. Beautiful pearls coming your way later on. Huge as well. I can't really call these small. I mean, they must be bordering on luxury size pearls. Coming your way, but not just yet. Not just yet. Also coming your way, I've had a couple of people texting in about this strand, because I've mentioned it, but I haven't had hold of it. So a couple of people just said, can we have a bit of a close-up on that one, Vix? Yes. How about this? Your rose quartz. Now, if you do fancy texting in and you want to say hello to us, or perhaps we've talked about something that you want to know more about, or you've seen a gem strand that I've shown but you want to see more of, and all of those things, if you just want to say good morning to us, or questions for Natalia on silver or clay, perhaps you've tried something and you want to have a little bit more advice from her, you can text in. We always love to hear from you here at Jewellery Maker. 60777 is our text number. Start your text with JM Studio. Make sure you start that text with that words, because if you don't, then we don't know that you're talking to us. So JM Studio is where you start your text, and then give us your message, let us know your name, and if you want to give us any other information, we'll look forward to hearing from you. 60777, and normal network charges do apply. Right then, straight to our next. Oh no, actually, I want to just give you a heads up on something. I'm giving you the heads up on the rose quartz. I also want to give you a heads up on our loose gem collection offers. 2 packs that I can bring you. Your Asian gem collection and your garnet collection. 2 truly magnificent collector's offers. And when you see the jewellery that Natalia has created, and the opportunity to be able to set top quality gems, look at those. Oh, by jingo, that's good. Oh, you got me. See, see, I'm a gem lover. I've worked in the jewellery industry and the gem industry for probably about 8+ years now, and actually within that time span, I've had the luxury of being able to cross the country, cross the world, and see gemstones being sourced from themselves. I've had the chance to watch top grade lapidarists at work. I've had the experiences that many people would dream of within the jewellery industry. You know, your local jeweller shop, I'm sure they stand behind the counter, but I don't believe that they've crossed the world to see how the gemstones are sourced. I don't believe that they've seen a lapidarist in action. I've had that chance, and so when I see gemstones like this, oh, my passion for gems just absolutely rocks out. Loving it. You've got your gem collector's offer, your Asian gem collection, and you've also got your garnet collection as well. Those are coming your way later on in the show. We will be exploring new avenues of setting your gemstones with Natalia as well. But before that, let's go for a little bit of oh wow. Well, I've just shown you those gorgeous brand new strand of pearls, but how about, they're fab. They are fab. Yeah, you see, every time we see strands like this, I just go, these are just going to sell out. These are just going to go. It doesn't matter how many times we bring jewellery to you like this, and gemstones like this, it's just always going to be one of those very popular offers, because it's pearls. It's pearls, and why wouldn't you want pearls in your collection? Why wouldn't you want to work with one of the most classic gemstones that we have in our vaults right now? You've got a complement of stones here where we're bringing to you. Oh, look at that. Look at how they've been drilled. Can you see how they're sitting on top of each other? So instead of being flat coins, they're actually almost, it's like a scale, isn't it? Where they're, I wonder what that would be called, because it's not, what would you classify that as? Layered?
Yeah, they're like stacked, or
yeah. I bet there's like, you know how tessellated is where like they interlock.
Yeah.
There must be a professional word for layering. On top of. Thanks, Ollie. On top of each other. Brilliant.
But you'll get more on a strand.
The nicest thing, well, yeah, here we are. Ollie the professional, getting more for your money all the time. You go, but think about this, Vix. When they're layered like that, you get more on a strand. Always looking for value is our Ollie. That's why he's got such an amazing, he's got such, honestly, you are though, aren't you?
Yeah.
Always looking for the value.
Like, as a kind of male. With
a kind of male.
I like a kind of male.
You guys see the kind of prettiness and the beautiful and all that, but yeah, value.
And that's the interesting thing. Ollie's just said something really simple. He said, well, from a male perspective, and in particular, on Ollie's male perspective, who obviously looks for value, you do look for value, don't you? There's no point in saying anything else, right? But he says, yeah, I see the beauty, but actually what I'm looking for is the value. I'm looking for justifying the money that I'm spending, and that's really interesting because it's all about the money, money, money. Are you actually Jessie J?
No.
Are you sure? Are you sure? It is all about the money, money, money. And then, okay, well, let's talk about money. Let's get down to the hard facts. You know, if you want to get more for your money, you've certainly got the chance to really get a lot of luxury for less here. And we have got a combination of your white puffy coins of pearl, and they are immense. I mean, nobody will look at these gems and question what they are because they are classics to your jewelry collection. Beautiful coins of pearls. They're 14mm. You've then got your shell in your multicolours, and I love that medley of colours. I love there you've got that midnight blue against those cashmere greys, and then the creams mixed together. There's luxury for you without any hesitation. That's a luxury look in my mind. And then to finish off the luxury and to get more for your money, as Ollie has so rightly said, they're layered so that it means that you're getting more on a single strand. More for your money means that you're going to get more opportunity to make more out of this one strand. This is 3 strands. It's called Pure Luxury. Perhaps it should have been called Pearl Luxury, because look at this. Your price tag is less than a £5 a strand. Less than £5 a strand. And let's just show you some of the jewellery that has been made from this 3-strand combination. And you can see how it's been set, and you can see how these gorgeous coins they layer in such a gorgeous way. I love the way they've been drilled. I mean, they could have been just flat coins. They really could have been a flat coin, but instead you've got a layered look, a beautiful look. And then you've got gorgeous, gorgeous detail to then the actual coins of the pearls as well. Add it as well. Now, how about this? $14.95. Isn't that gorgeous? $14.95. Very dramatic jewellery. Very dramatic jewellery. There's lots going on with this piece. And these pieces that you're looking at, made by one of our beading buddies, gorgeous Rosanna, creating this gorgeous look for you. $14.95 is all you pay for your 3 strands. Beautiful look, very elegant, very stylish. Right, let's bring you another deal and another offer. What about if we go for your tropical blues? Now, we've had some really lovely colours over the past few days, and we've had some really nice strands just like this one coming through. And I think the nicest part is that you can't get too many of these gem strands. There is no such thing as too much of a good thing. I don't care what anybody says. There is no such thing as too much of a good thing. And these are not good. These are great. You've got this lovely transparency of ocean-like qualities. You've got this Indian Ocean texture that just adds a fresh indulgence. And if you did just get those lovely pearls, if you did get that lovely shimmer, what a great ocean vibe you'd get if you were setting your pearls. In fact, I've got the larger pearls coming up later on. I mean, if I just bring that there. I mean, that really does capture the ocean feel, doesn't it? You've got your pearls and you've got your ocean blues. That is such a great look. So you've got your pearls coming up later on, which will really add another dynamic, another luxury feel to your jewellery making. But before that, I tell you what I kind of want to do as well, and I will just pop those in the middle and see what you think of that. Strand of beryl is just stonking, isn't it?
It is.
That is a beautiful strand. Every time I look at it and every time I put it against another gemstone, or every time that I'm just getting that little buzz. I must have somewhere inside me, must have like a little spot that whenever I see like really, really gorgeous gemstones, I get that little,
The beryl spot.
Maybe, you know, like the bee spot. Definitely got that. Oh, just extra special. It's just something special where you get that little, I don't know, that, for me, and I'm a gem lover, right, somewhere in the pit of my tummy, when I see something gorgeous, I get that little, oh, I'm excited. I get that little like butterfly effect. That's it. It's like a little butterfly that just pulses in my tummy. I go, oh, get in. That's gorgeous. Gorgeous. That's what you've got here. Blue ocean quartz that you're getting here. A strand of luxury. 12 by 10 millimeter. Over 500, in fact, over 600 carats. Over 600 carats of blue ocean quartz. It's dyed blue to get that real light and freshness. If you want to join us, now's the time to do so. Ready for it? $13.95. $13.95. 0800 644 655. www.jewellerymaker.com. It's the kind of colours that just aesthetically capture the imagination. It's the type of look. I mean, I know I've already had the beryl out and I've already put the pearls alongside, but truthfully, this is the kind of colour that you could put a variety of different shades. Even if you took something like that, those gorgeous smoky quartz from the first kit, and then you put blues against smoky quartz, chocolate colours. Wow, what a beautiful, enchanting quality that would be. And then you could put with moonstone. You could put moonstone because you've got all of those moonstone shillers of those bright turquoises against those beautiful shades of blue of the quartz. That's an impeccable strand as well. Look at that shiller. Part of our Cook collection here at Jewellery Maker. $13.95 for your 2 strands, 12 by and 10 millimeter strands of your blue tropical ocean quartz. Lovely. Straight on to the next kit of the day. Gosh, we're powering through this show now, aren't we? Powering through. Now, yesterday evening, if you were tuning in yesterday evening, Deanna had a bit of a frenzy on the siren. She literally, it was like her finger was attached to the siren because, well, the thing is we got halfway through and I said every time she did the siren, I would make her cake for her birthday. From that point onwards, there was quite a lot of sirens and therefore a lot of cake is going to be made for Deanna's birthday next week. Deanna's one of our producers who works on the evening side. Now, I don't want to hear the siren that much this morning. However, my instinct is if we were going to hear a siren, I think it would be pertaining to this kit. I do believe that the siren would be appropriate to be used for this kit. There you have it. There you have it. Oh, we do like to be beside the seaside. In fact, tell you what. If you were just taking, you just tuned in and you just went, oh, they've got a lot of gemstones there. They've got a beautiful stand, and then they've got loads of gemstones. Oh, they must have a big deal going on. That stand here is the kit. Look. All of those, all clear quartz, sunstone, quartz, howlite, and your cracker quartz, and Australian opal for one price tag. Yeah. Absolutely ridiculous amount of jewellery. Ridiculous amount of gemstones in a kit. This is like a, you know, mega deal. This is like, you know, your mega strand bundles. This is not a kit, but it is. It can't be anything other than a feature kit that we're bringing you right now. Well, let's just go through. I can't believe this is one. I cannot believe that this is all one bundle. I genuinely just can't believe we're doing it. You've got, let's just go through exactly, because I mean, I've got the list of information up just in front of me, and I kind of need to keep on referring to it, because in all honesty, I'm not even ever going to remember everything that you've got here. Extraordinary, absolutely extraordinary. You've got here clear quartz in your irregular bicones. You've then got your feature opal, canary opal. You've got your smaller sunstone nuggets. You've got your white quartz center drilled medium nuggets. You've got your howlite faceted rounds, and you've got your multicolour crackle quartz as well. Oh, I love those as well. They're also my favourites. I love that strand. All of this in one strand combination for one kit. Effectively, I could have done this. There you go. I could have done that, and it's two different kits. I mean, they are we do 2 to 3 strands, 3 to 4 if you're lucky strands of gemstones in each kit. But when, and I don't think I've ever done this, I certainly do not recall ever doing 7 strands of genuine gemstones for one price tag. I mean, that has got to take us well over £50 worth of strands. It's got to, has to. I mean, it doesn't make sense if it doesn't. Because of the luxury of those strands, we really have got to tell you that this is one of the deals that you cannot afford to miss out on. You should be paying over £50. I mean, the gems alone dictate that price point. You're getting sterling silver findings as well. Well, there you go. To match the luxury of quantity gems, we're also giving you the luxury of sterling silver findings, head pins and eye pins, shepherd hooks and boat ring clasps, jump rings and crimp beads all come together for one price offer. It doesn't get much better than this. I certainly, in my time, don't expect to do a lot of kits like this one. To you who are watching right now, sat there, sitting on your hands thinking, no, I wasn't going to do anything today. I wasn't going to buy anything today. There are certain things that you cannot afford to lose out on. You cannot afford to miss out on this one. It's over £50 worth of opportunity, and yet your price tag is... I honestly thought we were going to do like 34, 37. But that's the kind of price we do for a 2 or 3 stand kit in sterling silver. That's the type of price you expect for like sterling silver, but 3 or 4 strands. You don't expect 7 strands for £29.95. Now, I would like to turn to Ollie right now, who is our value god. You were like our oracle on finding value. Ollie, what do you reckon?
3 to 400.
It's like, go on the antiques roadshow. That's what it's like. I'm coming to the expert. What do you think this is worth? When you start to break it down,
Yeah. I mean, I do,
because you do, I mean, obviously you do make jewellery, and then also you sell your jewellery as well. So you know this is amazing. Oh, and I mean, obviously with your wife having those gorgeous sterling silver findings with the earrings that we did at the early bird. I mean, this is all the strands that you would work, and that literally changes the earrings up for every day of the week.
wedding season coming up.
Wedding season, exactly.
You've got perfect gemstones in there.
It just gives you a medley of everything. Yeah, Ollie gives the seal of approval. Anybody is looking for the Ollie approval, you've got it on this one. Maybe we need to have a little, like, kind of, once a show, right, this is it now, from now on, right, we're going to find Ollie's deal. Right, we all know that Ollie has got a reputation for finding value. He always tries to find the thing with value. Now, obviously, I've got my Vicks picks. I like to find a bargain. But let's have a head-to-head. We've got the Vicks picks against Ollie's value. Ollie's offer. That's what it should be now. Ollie's offer. Got it? Right then. We're setting you a challenge now, Ollie. Got it? He's taken it. He's taken the challenge. Ooh. $29.95. If you want value, you can't get much better than this. And we do look for value these days. You know, there's no point in pretending that we don't want value for money in everything that we're buying. You know, you change your gas supplier because you're looking for a better deal. You're looking for the best price on buy one, get one's free in your local shop. You know, it doesn't matter what you're buying, we want value for money. We all work hard for our money and therefore we want to spend it wisely. And I think, you know, we all want to be clever with our money, and this is clever.
It's not only clever, it's got some of the most beautiful strands of gemstones all in one kit, and it's an incredible price, and you can make a lot of stuff.
I mean, that would
with
be
it.
a bundle of just the gemstones, and it'd be over $29.95 on a normal day.
Do you know, when I opened it up, I was thinking they'd made a mistake because it was a little bit like, you know, Mary Poppins' bag. I was just getting strand, and I thought, this is so exciting, I've got to leave it till last. Because I want to have more fun with this. I'll do my other 2 kits first. Not that I didn't love them, but this was my favourite. So
That's because you've got 7 strands.
I was just like, there's more and more jewellery. I ran out of findings.
It's just ridiculous. It is really ridiculous. And just to highlight the fact that I do have one of Natalia's necklaces on as well, and this is such a very wearable necklace. Again, my kind of jewellery. This is,
so
without any doubt.
Pretty and just beautiful against your skin tone, but I could see that looking really good on any skin tone because it's got those very subtle colours, hasn't it?
Sorry, I just need to tell you that in my ear right now they're going, yeah, that tan, orange, and all I can do, orange, tan.
Nice.
She's got a tan.
They're lovely.
And they're lovely to me.
Yeah.
And they're lovely.
Is it natural?
Yeah.
You're out in the garden?
Yeah. No, not in the
I'm
garden.
just clarifying, you know, with them saying it's orange.
No,
I
I'm
don't think it's orange. From where I'm standing, I'm not looking at you know.
I
but I'm
promise
having
you,
to look now.
It is a real tan.
Yeah, you look great. You look great.
Thanks. They're not agreeing with you about the looking great thing.
We don't care what they say. I can't hear them, you see. So
It's a good thing you can't hear them, to be honest, Natalia.
Yes, I know. I do thank my lucky stars.
You're gonna put me. They're gonna dip me in talc on Monday, apparently.
Like a sugared almond.
That's it, like a sugared almond. That's it. Nice. Thanks, guys. But you really can see the detail, and I think you're right. It doesn't matter your skin tone, whether you know whether you're an English rose or whether you've got those beautiful darker skin tones. It doesn't matter. These are the kind of gemstones that can illuminate. Really are versatile, and that's the lovely thing about Mother Nature's gems. I think they work in such a beautiful, almost organic type of a way that they reflect and they illuminate individually.
Yeah, I think that has an angelic look, that necklace, and you see, because you're wearing it, you make it even more angelic, don't you?
No, I know you're lying.
Colours, kind of celestial colours.
Yeah,
you know,
it really is. And then you've got the nice thing is with the kit, you've got some very classic and very classy combinations, but actually you've got some really fun and funky jewellery to be had.
Yeah, I was imagining, you know, a 17-year-old girl wearing that with a maxi dress in summer.
That's it.
My
That's
daughter
exactly.
would love something like that.
Yeah, my daughter would really enjoy that, actually.
Small gemstones, pretty colours, and then you've got the quartz, which is so beautiful anyway.
You don't have to be too precious about it because, of course, you've got elastic bracelets, so, you know, no fiddliness. Mummy, I'll just pull it on and lovely jubbly, you're off and I'm looking funky. And
well, actually, that's not elastic. That's got a cunning little twist on the end of it, which I'm going to show you anyway. It's got its own clasp. Because we don't, obviously with it being sterling silver findings in the kit, you know, and it being 7 strands, I've used a lot of findings in this, so that I had to find a novel way around actually creating a clasp when I didn't have clasps.
Oh, I like that inventiveness. So you're going to show us how to do it, are you?
Yes.
Go on then, go for it.
Okay.
Go on then.
This is a quick demo.
Okay.
Because you don't want to watch me threading beads on a strand of beading thread, because you can all do this at home. So basically, the pattern the pattern that I've got is, well, I've got about 3/4 of a metre of beading thread, and then I've got 2 of my larger clear quartz nuggets, and then followed by 2 of the little crackle quartz rounds, and then I've put the colours together. Now you could do them randomly if you wanted, but I've just put them in a little colour sequence because I thought it was quite cute.
Yeah.
So you do that until it just fits around the wrist. So literally going to show you, it literally will just do up around my wrist like that.
Okay.
And if you have the bracelet board, then you don't need to do that. You can measure it actually around the bracelet board.
And if people are making to sell their jewellery or to give as gifts,
Yes.
what would you normally do in terms of length? I mean, I normally say, depending, I'd say 6.5 to 8 is an average.
Yes, it
You know,
is.
7.5 sits right in the middle, really.
Do you know in the jewellery design masterclass, I had some measurements for bracelets, and we went around the room and we actually all measured our wrist, and it was about 7.
Was it?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
so,
good. Oh, that's good to
yeah.
know. So you'd say working on the principle of if you're making for a gift or you're making it to sell, you go around the
Kind of
7.
average, yeah.
Oh, that's good. Good to know.
Okay, so once you get to that point, what we're going to do, I'm going to show you how to make one end of the clasp, which is the little bit that's got the kind of grooves that hook into. So I've popped a crimp onto the end of my beading thread, and then I'm going to put 2 of the tiny clear quartz. And these nuggets are central drilled as well, which is fantastic because I don't like the offside ones as much because it's kind of it influences you design them, whereas when they're center drilled, it just makes it more neat. I'm not an asymmetric kind of person.
No, I'm not either.
Okay, and then what you do is you take your clasp, so you take your crimp right up to the edge of the bottom quartz there, and then flat nose pliers. So you want those sitting on top of one another like that, and then press your crimp together, and trim off this bit of excess thread that you've got there right at the base of where you've pressed your crimp. Take your beads and butt them up onto the end, and then you're going to have another crimp, and you're literally going to make a loop this time. And the reason why we're doing the loop last is we want to make sure it's the right size
For the stopper.
Yes, so it needs to be able to pass through easily and come over easily, but not too easily, you know, so that it just falls off. So we're going to do it just about there. So we want it to wriggle away, so that's perfect. And then I'm just going to close that again by pressing it together, trim off my excess, et voila. And because you've got the 2 beads, because I tried it with 1, and you've got the risk of it coming off really easily, pinging. If you use a bigger quartz, then it's too big.
Yeah.
So using the 2, it almost acts like a little ribbed effect, and it stops it as a little buffer there.
Oh, that's perfect. And that's as simple as that,
As
isn't it?
simple as that, and it's something that you can do with other jewellery that you make when you've got these smaller beads, which is where we come back to. Having the small beads, really important for doing these little manoeuvres.
Just
these
and those little
techniques.
intricacies that just add.
Yeah.
As you say, that just looks like a really simple, funky bracelet, doesn't it?
It does, and now we have 2, and we can stack them.
I was just going to say I would stack, definitely. Gorgeous. What a fab way to get your jewellery to look so different and yet so easily. $29.95 that you're paying. Don't forget that $29.95. That would have been the price tag of probably a normal kit with just 3 or 4 strands with your sterling silver findings. You're actually getting 7 strands, including opal sunstone, quartz, howlite, crackle quartz. All of those 7 strands, and still be less than £30 with 40 pieces of sterling silver, plus all your threading as well, your beading, thread, your elastic and your monofilament, and your presentation gift bags, all coming in at $29.95. Of course, we mustn't forget that your postage and packaging is paid once for the whole day with us here at Jewellery Maker. So if you buy once, you literally have got the chance to just keep on adding and stacking, and no matter how big the bundle becomes, you're still only paying £2.95. And I know there's a lot of people who are enchanted by how we do that. I always say, just like with, say something like the wardrobe in Narnia, it's best not to ask, it just happens. If you want to join us, you can do so at www.jewellerymaker.com, or you can dial the free phone number 0800 644 655. It's time for the Wall of Fame. I have 466, and it's from Kim in Malvern. And as you can see here, working with a beautiful combination of colours and of course shapes. She says using cat's eye smoky quartz spacer beads and a bit of wire, she's created this gorgeous look. Really exciting. Quite a lot of people going for that dragonfly effect at the moment, isn't it?
Dragonflies are in,
really
aren't they?
big, really big. She says loves the show as ever, and thank you so much for sharing your creativity with us, Kim. Congratulations to your 466.
And actually, it's really nice to see the dragonflies done with pearls for a change, isn't it?
Yes, we don't do it very often. No, that's right.
So this beautiful set is 469, and this is from Sue Jones, and she's in Swindon in Wiltshire, and she says, hi, this is my entry to the Wall of Fame, yellow gold findings with pre-night faceted rounds, black lava kite drops and rounds, and a gold bead from the birthday free kit.
Cool.
Good to see you using that, and lovely colours and shapes together, and thank you for sending that in to us, Sue.
And I have got Jane. Hello, Jane, in Knotty Ash in Liverpool. 467 you are. She says, hello to lovely people at Jewellery Maker Towers, especially the genius that is Gemma Crow. This is my first entry for a while. Photo taken at a recent craft fair. A necklace and earring set made with blue fire agate rounds and handmade links of copper wire. All from Jewellery Maker, of course. I've made a selection of these with different gemstones, and they are really popular. Please let me win this week, as I've had to miss out on so many of your fabulous bargains. Well, Jane, wishing you all the very best of luck, and fingers crossed. And I love that movement from your wire.
Fun
Great design.
and funky that,
isn't it? I'm not surprised that they're
Really
popular,
cute.
actually. 467, you are.
Look at the photography on this. I love this. This is
Very professional.
470, and this is from, I never know whether it's Brigitte or Brigitte or Brigitte. So any of the above. And she's from Edinbridge in Kent. And she says, hi to all at JM. This is my Wall of Fame for this week. It's just a simple set, but I think very pretty, more so in person. It's made from faceted fluorite, purple banded agate with 95 sterling silver, findings all from JM. I need to win, as I've spent too much already this month. You and me both. And it's killing me, as I just need more. It's like Christmas Monday. I had a lovely lot from JM. Love the new boxing. And thank you for sending that in. Thank you for your lovely photography. It's very inspiring to see things posed and photographed so beautifully.
Very professional, very. And I have 468, another dragonfly. What must be the theme of the day? Says, this is my entry to the Wall of Fame, inspired by the one and only Gemma Crow from your birthday show. All the wire is from Jewellery Maker, and so are the peridot faceted rounds I have used to make my dragonfly scarf charm. I was very pleased with it. Well, Helen, I'm not surprised by that. That's Helen in Barnsley. Lovely to have your company, Helen, and congratulations to you creating a really aesthetically gorgeous look.
I'm very proud of that.
I would be as well.
I would.
Very proud indeed. Now, if you are looking for some special deals today, well, the good news is that you've tuned in on the right day, because we certainly have got that in abundance, including an amazing strand of pearls. I've already given you a heads up on that one. You've seen it plenty of times, so now you're ready to buy it. These are the kind of strands that you just cannot afford to miss out on here at Jewellery Maker. Good luck. It's coming up straight after the break.
Before any of the gemstones that arrive here in Jaipur can leave Jaipur for the UK, they need to be tested. So all the genuine gemstone strands go from the vendor to an independent laboratory. They're then tested to prove that they are what they say they are. Now, as you can see here, this shipment of emerald arrived this morning, and it comes with this. This is really important. This shows that the emerald has been tested in random strands and can be proven to be genuine emerald. If this authenticity card doesn't arrive with a genuine gemstone, then the shipment won't go to the UK.
You can now watch clips from Jewellery Maker on our YouTube channel. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Jewellery Maker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to put towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Join guest designer Debbie Bulford as she guides you through numerous techniques for creating flowers and leaves, from simple daisy canes to elaborate floral pieces. If you're looking to create unique handmade jewellery, then this is the course for you. The full course includes black and white clay, a colour clay pack of your choice, use of all tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, and all for just £67.95. For details on course dates and availability, contact our call centre now on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
Timeless classics, wearable style, elegant and beautiful. The capturing of the Great Gatsby style in one strand. The nicest thing about jewellery of this standard is that, you know, you think of the Great Gatsby based in the 20s, 30s, that kind of era, and then you go to the present day and we're ready to wear it again. And that's the beautiful thing about gemstones like this, is that forget your eras, forget your decades, forget your centuries. These are gemstones that have no must-haves of any other time than now. Every time you look at a decade, you will find that this was the gemstone of choice. It doesn't matter whether you're exploring the Victoriana, whether you're exploring the eras synonymous with the Great Gatsbys, the 20s and the 30s, or whether you're going to present day. Pearls are an essential ingredient to your jewellery. And it's an enchanting strand. Now, I know the film was released last Friday, and from what I've been told, it has been the big phenomena of the box office of 2013. It's gone straight to #1 in the box office charts. The Great Gatsby, I'm sure it's featuring Leonardo DiCaprio. I haven't seen it myself yet, but it's certainly something that if I find the time, I'm not sure whether I will, but if I find the time, it's something that I really want to see. You want to know why I want to see it though? I want to be inspired by the costumes. I want to be inspired by the jewellery. I think, you know, you might have to watch it once for just getting the film and watching it for the storyline, and maybe you need to go back and then watch it for the jewellery and the clothing. I think that's because there is every glossy magazine that I've flicked through, every glossy magazine, every big fashion look, every Hollywood red carpet is bejeweled and bedazzled by the Great Gatsby look. And I mean, I'm going to turn straight to Natalia before we start talking about this strand of pearls. And when we start to talk about fashion in particular, obviously from your experiences of being a stylist, one of the biggest parts of getting the right look for editorials, and in particular for getting the style of the moment, is capturing the essence but without getting too niche. Yeah. And I always think that pearls have this amazing ability to almost ride the wave of all fashion.
Of course they do, and also age groups as well. You know, they're timeless. And I used to do wardrobe revamps, so I'd go to a client's house and then I would help them find new outfits with the existing clothes that they had. And a big part of that was accessorizing, because you have a black dress, you need to put the right accessories with it. It can change the whole look. And one of the things I always used to say is, bring the pearls. Where are your pearls? Everybody's got some pearls.
Yes.
And we would do things like putting a brooch on just a plain strand of pearls to make it had that kind of Coco Chanel look, tying ribbons on it. So we used to make the pearls into something really wow, so they could look very classic or they could look quite modern.
And that's the lovely thing about them.
Yeah.
There is that twist and that ability, and of course, The Great Gatsby is all about that moment of resplendent femininity.
It's pure luxury. It's decadence. That whole book is about decadence.
Yeah.
And that you know, Scott
Indulgence.
Fitzgerald's era where he was just going out to all these parties all the time, and it was all about displaying your wealth. And
Yes.
pearls are really it.
And I do think that pearls do still to this day represent wealth.
Yeah.
They represent
Heritage.
luxury. They do, don't they? You know, and I think about my own jewellery collection, and I would probably, out of all of my jewellery pieces, I would hand over to my daughter probably my pearls as my favoured piece for her to own, because I think she'd get so much wear out of them. You know, not based on the value of them, not based on how much I think they'll be worth in future years, but actually to get the most out of the wearability. I would hand her over pearls any day of the week. You've got here a classic, an essential, and anybody who's doing bridal jewellery for this next coming 3 or 4 months, anybody who's creating a very, very stylish style. I'm going to take this necklace off, and I'm just going to put these pearls, because for me, if you are just going to capture a very simple look for your jewellery collection, this is what you want to see. This is what you want to see, isn't it? Yeah. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Especially with a little black top or a little black dress. That really doesn't, and I think you can transform a look with one simple strand like this. And as Natalia so rightly said, I mean, even if you want to sit outside the box and you want to maybe make this into a really beautiful brooch, you know, I'm just going to twist it up and perhaps make it into a feature brooch for a lapel, just like that. I mean, that says,
Amazing.
that really does say Coco Chanel, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it does.
That does have that sense of designer feel, antique. And then get the antique findings that we did earlier on.
Yeah.
Use some of those gorgeous bronze antique colours.
Have a little golden obsidian hanging from the base of it.
Yes.
That look beautiful.
Oh, they'd be like, oh, have you been raiding the antiques fairs? You know, that would be
Wallace
the...
Simpson.
Absolutely. Oh, we're there. We've got it. We've got the style, and now you're going to create it. I just know you are. You've got here these beautiful 9mm, classically elegant, stylish. See, sometimes the word classic is said too often. Sometimes, you know, they used banded around. Oh, stylish. There's classical, and actually, the one words that you've got to are almost synonymous with pearls is classic and stylish. We have got you a special deal. These are timeless gemstones. I think, you know, you go to any jeweller shop throughout the world and you will find within every boutique jewellers a feature strand of pearls. The prices may vary. For us, it's about quality for less. Luxury for how low? Well, how about this? A full strand of classic pearls for $12.95. Sterling silver findings, I do believe you'll need. I do believe you'll need a nice sterling silver clasp to work alongside that. But if you got the last kit, well, you got a sterling silver clasp in that kit. So just keep one to one side, restrand those. Hey presto, for $12.95 plus a sterling silver clasp, you've got yourself a timeless piece of jewellery. Or, as you say, you break it up into a different look altogether. You create a classic brooch like so. Or alternatively, you just take those early bird sterling silver findings, you know, those gorgeous drops, pop 2 of those in, silver pearl earrings. What would you pay? What would you expect to pay for silver pearl earrings? Well, I saw a pair of stud pearl earrings for £99. I saw just literally walking past, £99, and it was $125 for a pendant, sterling silver, $125 for just the pendant, and £99 for a pair of pearl earrings. With two. That's amazing. How about that? $12.95. If you want to join us, now is your time to do so. There are queues on the lines. This is one of our most popular pearl, gemstones of the moment. I don't think that's ever going to change. I don't think there's ever going to be a time where the pearls are not popular with us. And in particular, I do believe that when we're doing deals like this one, it's about capturing that look without having to break the bank. Capture the Great Gatsby style with a very, very classic look like this for just £12.95. 0800 644 655. I've got Q's on the lines. Maybe you've got a brooch. Maybe you've got, did you see that last night? No, it was Louise was on with us last night, and she made a beautiful floral brooch. You might have seen, but she actually wired her own brooch. And I was just thinking, for any of you wire workers, I know you're brilliant at wire creativity, so maybe creating your own brooch. There's something about these pearls. I think maybe it's the shape of them. I could imagine a beautiful strand on strand look, a bit like that. No, maybe have a nice drop of a gemstone sitting in the center. I mean, that would be just a majestic look. You know, or you could use it. Now then, one of our Wall of Fame entries was a beautiful scarf wrap with the dragonfly. Well, actually, you could use your pearls as another feature to wrap in, if you were clever enough, maybe make it into a coil, like so. Put it into perhaps a little bit of a coil like that, and hold it into place, and then place your scarf through to hold it. I mean, imagine that. What a great look that would be. Something a little bit different from your pearls. But you could do that when you're paying £12.95. You probably would be more precious if they were like 30, 40, 50, 60 pounds, wouldn't you? But, oh no, I'll have to go for something a bit more classic. I don't want to play around with them too much. Well, actually, £12.95, you've got the luxury of maybe having the chance to play a little bit more around this. £12.95. And I think there's lots of opportunity with this strand. I think it's the right size, not too big to be maybe just a solitaire or just a pair of earrings, but actually just the right size to be a little bit more versatile. £12.95 is all you pay. Congratulations if you've joined us on the phone lines, and if you've joined us on the web, make sure that you're clicking and buying straight away to make sure that purchase is all yours. Coming your way, we still have so much to fit in. The time is ticking, but we've got your coated tiger's eye. Well, we really are in that style of vintage qualities, including your antique bronze findings that we did earlier on as our mega early bird. Antique bronze findings with then this type of vintage feel. I know we've not done anything like this before. Our team up in the production room are just so excited about this kind of offer that they've found for us. I mean, you know, it's not every day that we get to bring gemstones like this to us. So when we do it, it's certainly something that we don't want to miss out on. So your coated tiger's eye, giving this really nice, almost mottled effect. It's just something totally unique. It's about making your jewellery stand out from the crowd, and you'll certainly get that with this feature strand. It's coming our way, but not just yet. Not just yet. Later on the show, as is an amazing strand of beryl, as is your 700 carats of rose quartz, as is your cut collection rainbow moonstone. All of those still to come in the show. But first, we've got Natalia Coleman here. Therefore, what have we got to do? It's got to be time for our silver art clay. It's almost a special today, isn't it? A little bit of a special deal. Now, we are offering you your silver art clay starter kit. It's all about getting started into this fantastic discipline. Now, when you're in silver art clay, you really are creating luxurious looks, and we've talked about the luxury of pearls, but if we want to put the luxury into your actual findings and into your metalwork, it doesn't get much more precious than this. Silver art clay essentially gives you the chance to create 99.9% pure silver jewellery. Well, it's called fine jewellery. It's not just your sterling silver, that's 92.5%. Sterling silver is that, but actually, it's going to be a manager special as well. Okay, we're going to do a manager special for you. I didn't know that was about, you could tell by my face, I didn't know that was about to happen. Okay, we've just had a phone call down, and the phone call from our manager is like, okay, if you're doing that, let's give you a manager's special deal. That's not pre-planned. This is literally, that's what a live show is all about. It's a live show and decisions are made in the moment. Okay, what can we do? Let's find out. Let me introduce you to this clay starter kit, because in particular for us, this is about giving you a real everything you need bundle. Right? There's no point in us doing a starter kit and then saying, but if you want to get started, you actually need 3 or 4 other things as well. This is everything you need, including the ingredient, including the actual silver art clay as well, you're getting within this pack. So what are you getting? Well, essential tools, things like your brushes, things like your files, your tweezers, you're getting your roller, you're getting your wax, you're also going to get your files, there you go, you've got your burnishing mat, and you're also getting a cutter, plus you're going to get your silver art clay. Now this is a 7-gram pack of silver art clay. Remember that once this has been fired, so once you've got to the final result to your jewellery, you are then owning 99.9% pure silver. It's the finest silver you can get. 99.9% pure silver. And if you want to compare that to what sterling silver is, well, sterling silver is 92.5%, so you're getting so much more purity within this silver art clay. Essential pack with the presentation box as well comes together for one price tag. It is a manager's special deal. It is a manager's special offer. You are getting a price offer where you can get this full starter kit. The price you should be paying, and the price it will be from 9 o'clock Friday morning, will be and should be $44.95. However, the price you're actually paying is $39.95. It's a manager's special. These things happen. I'd have given you the warning if I knew that this was coming up and I knew that we were doing a special deal. But it's $39.95, including that pure silver pack as well. Now that silver could be creating looks like this one. Beautiful feature pen. I mean, just know that you've got the chance to work with such a luxury technique and creating looks like these. And if you want to do that, and you want to maybe even doing little tags for your loved ones, you know, you've got that chance to do so with this fantastic offer. This is everything you need to get started. And of course, let's just turn to our technician, our expert, Natalia, really getting started into silver art clay. I think a lot of people are probably a little bit bowled over by it in some ways, because you work with something so precious that in some ways it's quite an awesome step into the unknown. But once you're there, the results are truly exquisite.
They're beautiful, possibilities are endless, and I brought those pieces in because I wanted to show what you can do with 7 grams of silver. So the little kilt pin that you're holding there, Vicky, with those 3 pieces, that's 7 grams of silver has produced that.
All 3?
Yes. And those are so simple to make. The little seahorse was, I took a mould of a little seahorse charm from a bathroom ornament, and then the shell is a little shell that I picked up on a beach when I was away for the weekend. And then the one on the end is literally, I took, you know, the little rubbers that you put on the end of your pencil.
Yeah.
You have a little hole in them. I used a little craft knife to cut a fish out of that to make my own little rubber stamp to make the fish.
That is
imprint.
cool.
And just rolled a tiny piece of clay.
It's so nice to get that, and it's got this really nice like sea vibe about it.
It has. It's got that kind of watery feel, hasn't it? And I think what I want to get across is that 7 grams of clay, you know, you may think, oh, I want to make a big pendant or whatever, but you can make some beautiful little charms. You can make earrings. You can make a pendant like the one with the little flowers. Those are literally just sequins in the shape of flowers. That at my workshop last week, I bought them in a well-known craft shop, and I just pressed them into the clay, and it made that little pattern.
They
And it
look
was
fab.
literally just cut it into a rectangle using a tiny amount of clay, so you could easily make 3 of those out of 7 gram clay.
And
Yes.
that's the thing is that, I mean, these are charms that are, and again, I kind of have to keep on saying it, you know, as close to pure silver as you're going to get.
Yes, you're literally nigh on, you're blinking at 100% silver, aren't you? And which means that because there's no copper content in there, it's not going to tarnish as much. It will tarnish eventually, but also you get this really pure, very white looking silver, which is so beautiful, and you get the ability to create different effects and textures much more easily than having to put things through a rolling mill and having lots of expensive tools.
And it's, I mean, it's getting that personal touch with a luxury finish. So when you've got that, for example, you just said, you know, you found this shell and you wanted to create it. You know, that's like capturing a memento from a special time. You know, there are certain times in my life where I've always wanted to almost say, oh, stop there and let's just stay in that moment. But you can't, because life keeps moving on. But you can treasure those memories of life. And sometimes it's really rather nice to be able to capture those in looks like this. You know, that one shell might have been like, if I want to go to the romantic, the beach that my husband proposed to me. I could have taken one of those shells, caught it into a beautiful piece of silver art clay, and that really literally could have lasted me a lifetime of a memory caught within a pure piece of silver.
Absolutely, they become precious souvenirs then, don't they? And this is what I really like about it, the fact that you are the master of whatever it is that you want to make. It starts out as a blob of clay and you turn it into something really special that never existed before.
The birth of a child, you know, the birth of a child to hand over to somebody instead of, you know, here's the 25th or the 20,000th outfit that you've had for. Actually, you could hand over a personalised piece of silver art clay, you know, with their name and perhaps the day they were born, and that's the kind of individuality you could create with little tags like this. That's what I think that's the lovely individual quality that you can capture from silver art clay. $39.95. It's a manager's special deal. It comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, but I think for a lot of people, it's about taking that step and going for it. Give yourself the chance to explore, because it's everything you need for less than 40. If it isn't right, you know, you've still got the resulting jewellery of, you know, beyond sterling silver, precious metal. But if it is right for you, then you've really got the chance to explore, because we do some great deals on our silver art clay packs. We do our very best to be the most competitive priced companies when it comes to silver art clay. We do our very best to give you the ultimate chances to really get involved in this amazing discipline. And obviously we work with Natalia herself. You know, Natalia, you have a range of products out as well, don't you? Like your molds and your cutting packs and things. That really does you know, working alongside you, we've tried to do our very best to give everybody the chance to explore so many different avenues of the silver art clay.
Yeah, definitely. And I keep up to date with everything that's happening in the silver clay world, because I go to conferences and, you know, I'm on forums every day checking out what's happening. So I always make sure everybody knows, keeps up to date.
And really, with that in mind, I guess the next step, and I think for a lot of people see the benefit of silver art clay for the hand.
Yes,
because I know for myself, I wear probably more rings than I wear anything else, perhaps earrings that might wear a similar amount of, but I think hand jewellery is probably the main, because you can see it yourself. You know, that's probably the most, you're doing things all the time, aren't you? So your hands are it's so nice to have that decorative quality.
Yeah, it's my most popular workshop that I run is the silver clay ring making.
And
for myself, when I first started out, the thing that I was on a mission, and we got in the workshop and the lady said, what do you want to do? And I want to make a ring. She was like, yeah, but we're doing this today. And I was like, I want to make a ring. And that was all I wanted to do. And obviously I've done a lot more other things, but I think that, you know, that's my passion. The thing, if you said, can you make anything today, Natalia, what would you make? It would be a ring. I don't have enough fingers for them.
Yeah, that's it. That's the thing. It's just that you can't. And the nice thing is, it's like you've only got one pair of earrings, you've only got one neck, you've only got 2 arms, but you've got 10 fingers.
Absolutely.
And you can also wear toe rings as well.
Can,
so actually, let's say we've got 20 at least that we can make. Now you've made a couple of pieces here, and we're going to give Ryan's going to give us a quick heads up on those.
I'm going to pop that one down as well.
Oh, in fact, 3 of them, as you can see. Natalia has really inspired a variety of different looks from the silver art clay, but you've also set gemstones into them as well?
I have, yes. Before and after firing, I've done that, depending on certain gemstones survive firing and certain gemstones don't. And I remember the very first conversation I had with Steve Bennett was, he was saying, well, surely such a gemstone can survive firing because it's come from the hottest place in the world. And I said, you know, it's not about that, it's about how it responds to being put in metal that heats up to 800 degrees and then the shock of you know, being cooled down again. And so certain gemstones do respond well and others don't. So you have the option of setting before and after firing, and we do have a list of gemstones and what's happened to them when they've been tested, and that's on the Jewellery Maker blog.
It is. So that we can find out, do you know, what's appropriate for what type of setting.
Yes.
We have not done this before on air, but this is a brand new opportunity for us to be able to give you. For those of you who are looking going, what is she doing? She's going to start doing some kind of Morris dancing now? No. This is your Jewellery Maker brand new launch of your wood ring mandrel and ring papers. Now you're going to have to explain this to us, Natalia, because for those of us in the blind, go on then, come and join us. Come on then. Is that all right, guys? Real. Here she is. Hang on, let me squidge you across.
Scooch over, because I take up so much room.
Oh, do you heck?
It's that blasted squeaky chair, just
isn't it? Right. So
I feel very tall at the side of your nose.
Okay, fair dues. These are your papers. Now, when you see these, you will literally just suddenly go, oh, that's brilliant. Somebody has just suddenly gone and had this brilliant idea.
You will want to explain them. When you first look at them, you think, what on earth is that?
Well, I didn't know until I just looked and I just suddenly went, hang on, I know exactly what you're going to do.
Yeah.
This is a brilliant idea. Go on.
Don't hate me because the instructions are in Japanese, so don't worry about that. I do actually have a step-by-step on my Jewellery Maker guest designer page. If you want to have a look, I've got photographs on there, so if anybody wants to pop over there, it's Jewellery Maker guest designer Natalia Coleman on Facebook.
Okay.
So what we've got 40 of these individual papers, and these are for measuring your ring mandrel to make sure you get the perfect fit on your ring. So I'm going to peel one off, and yes, they do look like post-it notes, and very, very similar to that. But where they differ is that they've got these markings on them, so you can see they start from 0 to 46.
Okay.
And you have a black line down the middle.
Yeah.
So what you do is, it's very simple. You find out what your ring size is.
Okay.
So most of us know, I'm a US size 7, and I think it's an N in UK.
Yeah.
And if you go into Google or any other search engine and you type in ring conversion chart, those 3 words, it will come up with various ring conversion gizmos and that kind of thing. So have a look at those, and you can convert your ring measurement in either UK or USA to Japanese. And Japanese is very precise because it has it kind of goes more than a half. It goes more like in quarters.
Yeah, they go much more precise, where we kind of do quite I think our spectrum, enter or is quite a large spectrum in terms of range, and US in terms of numbers is quite a big spectrum. They go much more intricate, don't they? Much more precise.
So being a size 7 US, I am a size 14 in Japanese.
Okay.
And so then what I would do is an average size band of a ring. So we're talking about a ring that's maybe about 1 inch to 1.5 inches thick.
Yeah.
I would need to increase the ring size by 3. So I'd need to go up to 17 because the clay shrinks by about 8% when you fire it. So you have to bear that in mind. And that is pretty foolproof. I've tried that out in hundreds of ring making activities with people.
Yeah. Okay.
If you're making a thin ring shank, a very slender ring shank, then you go up to 2 sizes.
Okay.
If you're making a very thick ring, and the reason why you need to go up 4 ring sizes for a thick ring is because it takes up quite a large part of the phalange of your finger and it grips your finger, so you need to go up 4 sizes, okay? And that's for men and women, children, doesn't matter.
Okie dokie. Now, before you do that, I need to just get straight down to, because we've got a lot of people holding on the lines, and I need to just get to the price because there's a lot of people who have been very patient with us on those 4 lines. You're getting both the wooden mandrel rings, pardon me, the wooden ring mandrels, said the words in the wrong way there, and also the ring papers for one price tag. It's an ingenious, it's absolutely ingenious offer. It's $8.95.
It's a very, very good price because the ring mandrels on their own are about £7, and then the ring papers are £5 if you bought them separately elsewhere.
So you're looking at like 14, 19, nearly £20, isn't it? Okay, so that's like coming up to £20. Coming up to £20 you should be spending, and yet you've got it for $8.95. So we're there. We're understanding that we need to convert into the different sizes.
So
and
we know
now
we're aiming for a 17.
Yep.
For me, because it's all about me. And so you'll see on our ring paper we have a little cut mark at the base of it, and this is at the sticky end. So there's a sticky end and a non-sticky end.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to cut that off, and you'll see why when I've done it. And you have the 40 rings possibility in here, so you probably never get through a pack of papers in this year,
Yes.
unless you make a lot of rings. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take, so a 17 would fit round either of these ring mandrels. It will fit fairly near the bottom of this thinner ring mandrel and around the kind of top third of the thicker one. And with these ring mandrels, what you have is you've got the opportunity to create a tiny little ring, or through to like what I call a baby's bangle. So somebody, either a thumb ring or a man with very big fingers.
Yeah, got you.
And when to use the thicker ring. Now I know from having made rings, I know where I'm going to put this, but you may have to by trial and error move up and down the mandrel just to find your position. And if you want to use this ring size again, you could always draw a pencil line
I was just
around
going to say you
it.
could draw a pencil line, one presumes, yeah.
So what you do is you start with the non-sticky end of your paper and you start to wrap it around the mandrel and try and keep it so that as you're wrapping the paper, that the black line goes around itself. Can you see like that?
Yeah.
And what you're trying to do is you're trying to aim for, look at that, I got it spot on.
Look at
I've done this a lot.
Yes.
This is an absolute fluke. But you're literally trying to aim for where it says the 17.
Just drop that forward to us. There we go.
Can you see there's a 17, there's a line at the side
So you
of
want
it
the paper to finish.
just finish on that line. Can
There
you
we
see?
go. Yeah, got it. Yeah, we're there.
And then what you do is you press your sticky bit so it sticks on itself, push your paper so that it's taut on the mandrel, because if it's baggy you're going to change the shape of your ring, you're going to change the size of it, and then you need to burnish that down with your nail or the edge of a pair of pliers or
Could you
something.
rub that on it?
You could, yeah, or the scissors.
Okay.
Really burnish it down because it will pop off, and it does that in our workshop, so we get really frustrated with it. So when we burnish, that sorts it out. Okay, and then what you're going to do is you roll out a piece of clay that you're going to wrap around your ring mandrel to create a ring. And again, there is a step-by-step demo on my Jewellery Maker Facebook page because we don't have time to do it here. You could also come on the ring making workshop where we get to make rings and you can learn face-to-face with me. But you're going to place your clay around that black line.
And essentially, this is giving you the very precise sizing for creating rings.
Yes.
But instead of getting a ring mandrel that's metal and obviously can't be used alongside like your silver art clay, this is effectively doing the size grading for a ring, but in a very versatile, very simple way.
Absolutely, and they don't have any ridges on them, they're nice and smooth, and you'll use it when you're finishing the ring. So what you're going to do is you'll be sanding and smoothing it. You can put it on the mandrel. If you want to decorate it with the syringe clay, you can use the mandrel to do that. And also when you finish firing the ring, you can just get a nylon hammer and pop your fired ring on here and just tap it to make it absolutely perfect. You can actually even use the mandrel to make the ring slightly bigger.
Yes.
If it's not quite big enough.
That's a brilliant idea.
And I make wire rings on these because I don't have the other mandrel, and I love using these.
And that's the thing, is because the other mandrels, like the metal mandrels that we have available on our website, they are ridged. so you do get like they're actually grained inside. But what you're looking for is a smooth, because you want a smooth band, don't you? So that's why these are so very, very special. These are a great deal. Should be closer to £20 according to Natalia's workings out, and yet you've got both of the mandrels and also the papers for £8.95. And as I say, this is about getting your precision to your silver art clay, and I think that's the thing with silver art clay is that it is a very precise discipline almost, isn't it, in some ways?
And it's wonderful. It's, you know, I ran a workshop on Saturday and I had a room full of very happy people, went home with the rings that they wanted, they all fitted. It was a perfect day. And there's something about making a ring that just takes your jewellery making to another level, especially when it's in precious metal and it's as pure form of silver as this
Absolutely,
one.
99.9% pure silver you can create your jewellery with your silver art clay. And this combination of getting and this is almost like saying, look, that yes, you can buy other mandrels, and even we have other mandrels on our website, but actually if you want to get the professional finish, if you want to get the luxury, and you're working with something that's so precious, that why would you use something that actually doesn't do the right job for you?
You need the tool for the job.
Exactly, and that's it. That's what you've got here. So you've got your 2 mandrels, and you've also got your papers for £8.95. So anybody who's getting involved and anybody who's interested in creating their own wow factor jewellery, certainly rings, this for silver art clay is an essential.
It is, and you know, I wouldn't use anything else. This is my tried and tested method. That's what I teach, that's what I use myself.
And I know that within the silver art clay world, these are...
Yeah, that's what
that's
we
it.
use.
That's what you use. That's it. No, there's no point in looking outside of that, because this is what works.
It is, yeah.
And that's as simple as that. £8.95 if you do want to join us. Congratulations. Now, outside of just creating plain bands, you have got other potential as well, haven't you? We have got a couple of items. In fact, Natalia's.
With them over.
Take a look at these. We'll save Ryan from moving. Look at that, Ryan. I know.
That one is, that shape is known as a court ring. I love that. Where it's like a tyre. a band that is
so
rounded.
fab.
And I've set a gemstone in there afterwards, and I notice you've got some loose gemstones which you're going to come on to, but I drilled a hole in that when it was at the clay stage, and then I actually glued the gemstone in afterwards because it was a gemstone that couldn't be fired with the clay.
And you've got different opportunities to set your gemstones inside of your silver art clay to get this. I mean, it's an exquisite look, isn't it? Now, if you are interested in your loose gemstones, if you do want to get this, look, then we are going to give you the chance to get your loose gems, your loose stones. So, let's just take the time to do that now. Let's give you the chance. Oh, sorry, guys. Just because I've got 2 lots of loose gems that I want to give you the chance to work with, and then hopefully capture what is essentially a majestically beautiful, really exciting opportunity for your hand look. Which one are we doing first, guys? This one, okay. Well, we're starting off with our collector's offer. Now, this is really what we would classify here in the Genuine Gemstone Company as one of our ultimate collector's deals. This is bringing you some of our finest feature stones from our Asian collection. Now, that includes spinel, that includes your Ratnakiri zircon, ruby, Mongolian andesite, black star diopside. Wow. Well, we don't see that very often. There's your black star diopside. It's just coming out. Can you see it's that Cabochon one? It's the dome. You can see there the light catching, and it just splits the light. Oh gosh, black star diopside, amazing. You've also got your Hunan peridot, Ceylon scapolite. You've got sillimanite weighing over a carat. You've got your Ajma in your iolite. You've also got your blue zircon, Himalayan kyanite, and blue chalcedony 1.5 carat gem. All of this in one incredible price offer. Very, very exciting. Now ththese are presentation boxes. They're designed to look after the gemstones, and I think there's a lot of people who collect these and literally use them as a display, you know, perhaps put them as part of your gem collection on the wall, etc. So you've got these beautiful display pouches. You do get this little collector's card as well, which gives you all the information. All of this for one price tag, a collector's offer for less than £50. All of this luxury. Let's go through this again. Red spinel, a beautiful, I mean that, if I just show you, I mean this really is what it's about. Luxury feature offer. That is a stunning red spinel. Now if I said to you that's Burmese ruby, you wouldn't question it, would you? You wouldn't question it at all, because the quality of that ruby is outlandish. Now you understand why in the crown jewels for many, many years, 14th century, they set what they thought was the biggest ruby into the present day. Now our Queen's crown jewels has a massive centerpiece. It's called the Black Prince ruby, and actually it's not a ruby at all. It's a red spinel. But when you see the quality of that spinel, you understand why the mistake was made, don't you? Because I tell you what, that is an exceptional colour. Just extraordinary, truly extraordinary. Add into that your Ratnakiri zircon, your rubies, your black star diopside, Hunan peridot, scapolite, sillimanite, iolite, zircon, kyanite, chalcedony, all for less than £50. And of course you take each one of those and you can put them into a setting like the one Natalia's created in this ring, and you know you've got some extraordinary good looking jewellery. Extraordinary looking jewellery potential. $49.95. Congratulations if you got that one. And if you haven't got that one, what about what about this? Now this is a brand new offer. This is a gem collector's opportunity we've never put to air. And I tell you what, every chance this will be first time to last time on air, because this is your garnet collection from around the world. We are literally taking you, oh my gosh, that first piece. Can I just show you this one? A 2-carat garnet. Look at that. I mean, come on, Natalia, that's got, I tell you what, Natalia is pouring after that. She's thinking to herself, yeah, I'll create some feature jewellery with that stone.
I think that box fits perfectly in my handbag. Just sneak out the studio when I leave. You're going to have to frisk me when I go.
I tell you what, Ryan, are you ready? We have got an amazing that is a quality Mozambique garnet, Madagascar colour change garnet. You've then got Rajasthan garnet. No way! Do you know that Rajasthan is literally the epitome of quality of garnet? No way! Have you got, wow, this is what I'm talking about. This is a collector's offer. If you want to join us, now is the time to do so. An incredible, an exceptional look. I've got it out of the box because I tell you what, whoa! Oh my gosh, oh my, this is just what, like, do you know when you want to talk about my, you know, I talked about that bubble, that where I, somewhere, like butterflies in my tummy. This is it. This is why. Look at this. Mother Nature's perfection. That is an absolute exquisite example of the quality of your Rajasthan. One of the finest, most, do you know that when we first got a hold of this gemstone in our vaults, and all of the gemstones that we have ever had, do you know the decision that was made? That we wouldn't set it in anything other than platinum and in 18-karat gold. That was the decision when it first came into the building. Steve, our boss, and also obviously one of our gem hunters, he said the beauty and the perfection of this gemstone commands 18 karat gold or platinum, and you've got one of the most exquisite examples. It's a beauty. I mean, it's not obviously all you're getting. You get hessonite garnet, you're getting zavorite garnet, amazing. You're getting demantoid garnet. Where's your demantoid? Let me get that one out. Oh, yes, the diamond-like garnet. Come on, you have got to know that this is going to be a serious deal. How many are you getting? 20 collectors. Now, there's 20 feature gemstones, 20 incredible gems. You have got their demantoid garnet, spessartine garnet, and Marley garnet as well. I have to just highlight the fact Marley garnet, ridiculously difficult to come by. I am truly fascinated by us doing this for you. If you want to get it, you're gonna, I tell you what, you are going to get yourself a collector's deal right now. It is 20 of the most impeccable gemstones of garnet from around the world. We've even left you 5 boxes to fill for yourself as you start to add to your gem collection, and all of this comes with the tweezers, so that, you know, of course, you're playing and you're looking at some of the finest gemstones and you're working with them in these beautiful faceted designs. Tweezers are always the best way to pick up your gems. And you get your presentation box, you get your information pack as well, telling you all about the gemstones that we've put within this combination. A combination of 20 extra special gemstones. How low can we go? 20 of them for, got to be more than that last pack. 20 feature garnet, including Rajasthan Marley garnet, including demantoid garnet. Now let's not forget that not only have we got the inspiration of Natalia setting her gemstones, but also we've seen Jewel on Monday today. Jewel Webb was showing us how to set a single stone within the wire. She did a beautiful claw set gemstone setting, and actually, could you imagine replicating either the wire work that Joe has performed by doing the masterclass setting on Monday, or alternatively creating this beautiful silver art clay look like Natalia has created for less than £50? These are collector's deals. Not surprised to hear that there are a lot of people who are accepting this as their first, possibly an add-on to their collection, but probably there's a lot of people who see the true potential in this glorious combination of garnet. I am so thrilled for you. I mean, Marley garnet, demantoid garnet, zavorite garnet, and all for one price tag, $49.95. Truly extra special. Whew. That is special. I'm so thrilled. You know I love my gemstones, but I get so excited when I get to do deals like that one. Congratulations, less than £50. We shall swiftly move on because we've got lots still to fit in. Gosh, loads to fit in. Let's not forget we've got the rose quartz, we've got that amazing strand of beryl, we've got your coated tiger's eye, and you've also got your strand of Cook Collection rainbow moonstone, as well as bringing you your jewellery kit. It's Sunset Boulevard. Sunset Boulevard. Sunset Boulevard. How about this? Great great combination. I've just seen smoky quartz faceted seed beads. Ooh, how exciting. Your smoky quartz faceted seed beads, 3mm rounds. Well, very, very popular gemstone, very workable for, goodness me. I think I've just been told a price well, Laura's just suggested a price for this kit, and all I'll say is if she does do this price, She's probably rewriting all the rules and literally going against all of the prices she should be doing. You're going to do it anyway, aren't you, Laura? Yeah, sure am, she says. You have got here the warmth of these lovely succulent oranges, citrus, exquisite agate, working with then the richest of chocolates. That's like a chocolate orange, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, let's have some chocolate orange. One thing is that when I used to be able to, a long time ago, when I used to be able to eat chocolate orange, could never just eat a couple of sections now, could you? Once you start to have one chocolate orange section, that's it. It's all gone. And you know what you always leave to last? Do you want to know what I always leave to last? The bit right in the middle. I always leave that to the middle. It is amazing, isn't it? It's like the best part of the chocolate. That's it. Life does not get better than you've eaten all of that chocolate orange and then you've got the middle of it. It's been a while since I've had. It's probably been about 13 or 14 years since I had a chocolate orange, but I still remember. I still have those happy memories. You know, I said that sometimes I'd like to set my memories into silver clay. Maybe I should set
a chocolate orange.
a chocolate orange.
You need a lot of clay for that, then.
We would. Maybe just a section then. We have got not just these beautiful chocolate oranges of your agate and smoky quartz, but how about this as well? We're adding in your Australian opal. Now, I'll be interested to know in terms of location where we've sourced exactly this gemstone from. My instinct would be heading towards southern Australia, maybe your Andamuka regions, your Boulder locations, and New South Wales. Yeah, I would suggest that's probably where we'd go. You've got there your fresh citrus, bright limes and lemons sat within this gemstone. You don't see a huge amount of yellow opal. It's heading towards a fire opal, really, that you're looking at here. It's got a translucency, it has a movement of light, but it hasn't got the oranges that you'd come to expect from a fire opal. What it has this beautiful explosion of citrus fusion. And you don't think of opal and instantly expect this colour complement. You don't normally anticipate this. But that's the lovely thing about it, is this is something special, something different for your gem collection. It is your Sunset Boulevard with the warmth of a chocolate orange mixed with a little bit of a citrus dabble as well. And you've got it all. Australian opal makes this a bit of a gem collector's offer, and it's yours for the taking with your 100 pieces of gold-plated copper findings. That's 100 pieces of your gold-plated copper findings, and that includes your chain. That's a metre of chain. It includes decorative aspects of findings, including chandeliers and toggle clasps. Gives you the must-haves like your head pins, your eye pins, and your crimp beads, and lots more to boot. That's 100 pieces of your gold-plated copper findings. You've got a lot going on with this combination. With your beading thread, your monofilament, your elastic, and you're also going to get your presentation gift bags, all for one price tag. Now, this price tag is literally rewriting the rules of genuine gemstone kits here at Jewellery Maker. I don't think it's been a while since we've well, I know that I haven't done a price like this on a kit, and certainly wouldn't anticipate doing it for this combination of gems, plus your 100 findings. One price tag, one offer. I don't think you're going to guess it. $15.95. $15.95. Did you guess that price? No. No. You can't possibly guess a price point like that, especially when you start to consider that the findings alone, well, aren't the findings something like £8-9? £8, yeah, $7.95 for your findings. And then considering that we just don't see opal often enough, and certainly not your citrus yellow opal, really, in all honesty, $15.95, it doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, that alone doesn't make a lot of sense with just the gemstones, but to add in the findings and to add in the beading thread, the monofilament, and the elastic with the presentation gift bags. Those gift bags, as you can see, are lovely just to add that individuality. If you're presenting your jewellery to somebody, or you just want to look after your jewellery, really, what is it? You've got handmade, genuine gemstone jewellery. That's what you've got, and that's what the tag says. Could have been our advertising really, but instead we wanted to make sure that you had the chance, if you are going to create jewellery, and of course because you're going to make lots of jewellery from kits like this, you're not going to just make 1 or 2 pieces, because you've got so much potential, there's every chance that you might be making jewellery for other people as well as for yourself, and so because of that it's rather nice to be able to have the presentation bags that go, look, this is what you've got.
It is, yes. And I had threaded all my little seed beads on, ready to do my demo, and then I picked the monofilament up and they all fell off.
Oh,
so I'll
no.
carry on threading whilst you talk everybody through my jewellery. That I
Perfect,
made.
thread away. What Natalia has achieved here, and I have to say, if I don't walk away with those pair of earrings, then my name's not Vicki Brown.
Well, you can have one and I'll have the other because I like them too.
I love these.
They're great, aren't they? See, even if I say so myself, but it's because the gemstones just look so beautiful like that.
And with the gold findings,
Yeah.
that is just, I mean, it just says to me, let's go to Milan.
It
Let's go
does,
Gucci,
darling.
let's go Dior, let's
Yeah.
go to, you know, your Louis Vuitton, and let's just get that real, I love it. And then the smoky quartz lends itself to another classic look as well. They are fab pairs of earrings.
But you know, I used to stress over really small gemstones because we weren't used to them. Well, we were used to everybody having really big chunky pieces and everything, and so now I've really embraced the small gemstones and what you can do with them.
Refinement, yeah.
Yes, how
And
beautiful
they are just adding a little bit of a unique detail. And going up to the neckline pieces, going a little bit more bold, going a little bit more extravagant, and here you're really getting that sense of impact. And again, doesn't that gold complement the citrus qualities? I mean, that necklace alone, surely you'd look in a shop window and see that necklace and say a price tag that could even add another 0 onto the actual price of the whole kit, and you wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it's yellow opal from Australia. You know, this is a gemstone that has a real high regard within the jewelry industry. Used to be a talisman for the heroes of the moment, you know, a talisman to ward off evil. And really, this is a gemstone that has a really strong, charismatic quality to it. Look at that. I love that. I love that you've just got that little detail. And you're going to show us how to make the earrings, aren't you?
I was showing how to make the loopy earrings, loop the loop earrings.
Yes, please, because I
now
love
that
these.
my beads are back on my monofilament, I'm ready to
Yeah,
go
she's
again.
ready. She's ready now.
I'm at the starting blocks again. Because
So-
you don't want to see me threading seed beads. That's the most painful, boring thing. It's like the test card.
If you don't mind, I'd rather not. So,
Yes, exactly.
you've basically essentially got 3 loops interlinked in each other here.
I have, yes. So what you need is for each of your loops, 20 of your little seed beads.
Perfect.
Lots of time and patience.
Okay.
And good lighting.
That's it. And the handy helper. Anybody who's got the handy helper tool with the little magnifying glass and the little pincers, and maybe that might be quite handy.
And a knitted brow, you know, like that.
Yeah, when
'cause
you're
it
furrowing.
helps. Yeah, you can thread better when you've got your brow furrowed. So what I've got is, this is about 1/3 to 1/4 of a metre of monofilament,
yeah.
and I've got my 20 of my little seed beads on there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie a knot in that. And one of the ways that I found was easiest to do, because the thread goes back on itself, is to just wrap it around your little finger like that. And you'll see what I mean when I get to the point where I'm pulling the knot. So you're just doing an ordinary
Oh, I see, yeah.
knot. I'm going to try and do this. Doesn't always work on live TV.
So you've got it wrapped around your little finger. Can you see that?
Just to keep it taut. And then I'm going to do another knot just to secure it. So I've not pulled it completely tight, but I am about to at this point. There we go. Can you see?
Yeah.
And then you get it. Whereas if you try and do it just freehand like that, it just starts to wrap itself around, and that drove me nuts for about 10 minutes until I actually worked it out.
Perfect.
Yes. I'm sure other guest designers would have got there quicker, but you know, I'm a slow on
We
the
appreciate
uptake.
your technique.
Oh, thank you. I think it was late in the day because this was my last kit. And so what you do is you pull that really tight. Don't pull it too hard because it can snap. So I did that, and then the beads went everywhere. My cat was having a field day chasing them around the kitchen. And so once you've pulled that tight, you would just trim off your little ends using your cutters. And the next one that you do, you will obviously start to form it inside of the loop that you created, and then the final one will go on the last loop. And then you have one of your gold jump rings, which are open already in the kit. So we'll just find the opening bit and open that. Sorry, open that up. I'm not doing this very well because I can't find the end of it. I seem to have chosen one that's not open. Oh, right, sorry, they need cutting, so let's stop that. It's not opening because they're not open. Do you know, it was all going so well.
It was going so well.
And see, I'm glad that I have people that are so supportive around me.
That don't just laugh at you.
That don't laugh at me, that just go, you know, everybody has one of those points in the day where it's just not going
And
right.
I just laughed at you.
She does.
Sorry.
We really get on outside of the cameras. We're like sisters, aren't we?
That's what friends are for.
So then you place your open jump ring in there.
It's now open, is it?
It's
Oh,
open
that's good.
now. You know, if life was easy, it would be boring, wouldn't it? And then we just close it up going in the opposite direction like that.
Yep.
And then attach your earring wire and assume that you have 2 other loops hanging from
So
it.
have
Simple
you,
as that.
when you were creating the internal part of the loop,
Yes.
did you go, you didn't create the hoop and then add to it, you actually did it on top, did you?
On top, yes.
You linked
so
them in.
wrapped my monofilament around the inside of that one.
And then continued?
Yes.
Perfect.
You could attach them with jump rings. That's another option you've got there, which
yeah,
would
'cause
make
you've got the
life
gold.
easier. But like I said, I don't like my life to be easy. I like it to
No,
be
a
difficult.
bit complicated.
Yes.
That's it. I'm just going to put those on just for now.
Yeah, just to show the effect, and then she just happened to walk out the studio wearing them, going, "Oh, I forgot."
Did I
in
forget?
my ears.
Yeah, I like those.
Don't you? Do you know you're one of these people that looks good and everything?
You know what I just said? Yeah, goes well with your orange tan.
Oh yeah. You walked into that one though.
I did,
didn't
yeah,
you?
absolutely,
Oh, it
that's
looks
fair.
so good. You got to do like a hairspray advert, you know, just kind of flick around.
15.95. You're right, Vix. You're right there. You're a bit afflicted. 15.95 is all you pay for that immense kit. Smoky quartz. You've got those beautiful red agate. I'm pointing there. They're actually in my ear now. And you've also got your Australian opal. And if that wasn't enough, you've got all of those 100 findings, gold-plated findings, to finish it all off. Less than £16. Hold those lines to confirm. 0800 644 655 is the number to dial. Or alternatively, you can join us on the web at www.JewelleryMaker.com. It's time for the Wall of Fame. 471 is Joyce. Hello, Joyce in West Midlands. She says, my entry of the Wall of Fame is a gorgeous combination of jade and agate, gold-plated chain toggle clasp and all from Jewellery Maker. Would love to win to build my funds up, but because you have so many great deals and gorgeous gems. Bless you. Thank you, Joyce. And a lovely classic combination that you've brought together there. Very, very elegant. Very elegant indeed.
Now this is 474, and I had these as part of my challenge last week, and isn't it great to see?
They're amazing.
Made up into a set, and they're just lovely.
They were amazing.
Just by themselves, don't need any other drama, do
No.
they? So this is from Doreen in Partney, and she says, see my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. I made this set to wear at my nephew's wedding, and lots of people made comments. Even my sister wanted to know the JM code so she could buy some. I haven't played around with the lovely labradorite because the gem doesn't need anything added to it, just tiny gold beads to stop the gems rubbing.
Yeah.
Of course, all the gems and findings are from JM, as you're such good value, and I love seeing what the designers come up with and grab lots of ideas. Keep them coming. Love Doreen. Thank you for sharing that, Doreen. It is beautiful, and rightly so that you should have been complimented for that, because I bet you looked absolutely beautiful.
Absolutely, I agree. And I have got 472, and it's Susie. She says, this is my entry to the Wall of Fame, a pair of earrings to keep myself, to keep for myself for a change before I get right back on the Prezi making. Lovely, lovely lapis lazuli faceted drops and silver plated wire from Jewellery Maker. As always, have to say I love the wire jig. I have the plastic version from Jewellery Maker, and it's fab for making earring findings findings that are all the same shape. Well done if you've made those. They're fabulous with a little bit of decoration as well with the wire. Beautiful. Well done, Susie. A gorgeous look, and you're 472.
I love, again, another piece that's photographed so beautifully, and this is 475.
Very
Moog
rustic.
height here with from Dye Price in Bristol, and she says, my favourite Moog height. I've had these JM stones a while and just made up some lovely pieces in it. I added a little charm just to finish the bracelet off. They really do look good enough to eat. More Moog height, please. My stash is dangerously low. Love the show as always. Dye. And how lovely with those bronze findings as well.
Yeah,
Isn't that
really
gorgeous?
working well. I love the detail. And finally, I have got Pat. Hello, Pat. And Pat has been busy, I think it's fair to
Oh,
say.
my
Look at
goodness.
this. Everybody at Jewellery Maker, I have sent in a few things I've done with my polymer clay and resin. Loving your programme, and it's such fun. I hope this makes it to the Wall of Fame. Well, it has, Pat. You've been very busy, may I say. Very, very, very busy indeed. And you are 473. Great looks.
Smorgasbord.
Isn't
of
it
techniques.
just? Whoa,
Material.
lots going on. We have still lots to come on here on our show today. It is an amazing collector's choice rainbow moonstone strand that I've still to look forward to. That huge carat weight of rose quartz in a single strand. And if that wasn't enough, you've also got the beautiful coated tiger's eye. And if that wasn't enough as well, you've also got that incredible strand of mixed beryl, including colours that I've never seen before in a mixed strand. Gotta be yours, and coming up later on today. In fact, you know what, coming up straight after this, and we're going to tell you a little bit more about Natalia's workshop. If you're interested in making your silver art clay rings, Natalia has a very special workshop, always popular. If you want to join it, let's tell you more about it.
Come and join in the fun with international art clay instructor Natalia Coleman as she teaches you the basics of making personalised rings from silver clay. During the course of the day, you will learn how to create your own rings, add texture and decoration, finishing and polishing, and how to add colour to your finished piece. The full course includes use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios, a chance to meet our presenters, and have a chance to visit our gemstone museum. All of this for just $99.95. To book your place, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you. Jewellery Maker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to put towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
Are you new to Jewellery Maker? Would you like to try a new hobby? Then why not give us a call on 0800 644 655 and we'll send you a free copy of our DVD and booklet to help you get started. You don't even need to make an order. Get involved with Jewellery Maker.
If you have a question or query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
We are very privileged here at Jewellery Maker to have access and opportunity to be able to source some of the most incredible gemstones on the planet. And quite simply, what we have within this strand is something that I know I haven't done for a very, very long time. And this is to give you a range of gem types that we genuinely are enthralled at in terms of their range and their dynamic. Now, within the jewelry industry, there are families of gem types. There's the beryl family, the corundum family, there's the quartz family, and every family has a variety of different members. Includes, you know, for example, the quartz family, your rose quartz. It might be also including the likes of even jasper as part of the quartz family. But actually, if you then want to explore the wonderful family of beryl, this is an introduction to pretty much every family member, and that's what I am enchanted by with this offer, because you are getting a full range. Now, you probably would talk straight away about your green beryl before you do anything else, because it's probably the world's recognized gemstone, and that's emerald. Now, I've got some beautiful, delicate greens coming through in this strand. Now, obviously, if you were talking about the top luxury Zambian, Colombian emerald, it'd be much darker green, it'd be much richer. There's no point in pretending that this is on that level, because they're not. As you can see, these are much more of the softer tones, but they're still green. And if you went to any gemologist and said, what is a green beryl, they would identify it as an emerald. It's just, this is the lighter shades of that range. You have not just got emerald within this strand to talk about, though, because you have got a beautiful quality of aquamarine. You've also got a fantastic feature of your pink beryl. That is, of course, your morganite. You've then got your yellow beryl. That is then your heliodor. And if that wasn't enough, for me, there are colours within this range, and certainly some of the darker pinks are heading towards red beryl, sometimes known as scarlet beryl. I'd say, I mean, just look at this. That is as close to a red beryl as you're going to get from us. Many times you would probably look at this and go, it's morganite, but actually those darker pinks heading towards what could be known as bixbite or pesitate. You might not have even heard of those gemstones before, but that's because anything that has a red hue within the beryl family is ridiculously rare. And I mean, absolutely ludicrously rare. We don't get hold of it very often. We've seen it probably a handful of times in our time here at the Genuine Gemstone Company. It normally goes to gem collectors who are looking for connoisseur type stones of thousands of pounds. That's the type of stone that it is. Actually, with this range, it feels like we're giving you a full plethora of gems. Now, we've sourced this strand from Brazil. I do beg your pardon, I had a little sneeze there. I'm so sorry. I think you might have heard that. I might have just surprised all the cats and dogs who were sat on the sofa. I do beg your pardon, a little sneeze there. This is a location, Brazil in particular, is a location that we source some of our top grade beryl gems. The Bahia region, you might be talking about the Minas Gerais. We are also talking about some of the more renowned locations like the Rio Grande do Sul location, which is in the southern state of Brazil. We're sourcing from some of the very blessed places for this gem strand. There is no point in me saying anything other than this is a luxury strand of beryl. This is introducing you to a family that is one of the most highly prized. Without any hesitation, I would suggest that this is one of our very best, if not the best, multi-strand of beryl I've ever put to wear. Introducing the top colours of blues, of aquamarine, introducing you to the freshest of pinks from your morganite, heading towards the duskier pinks, of course, towards those tones that I'm sure that there's no point in me saying that it is, but it's heading towards those colours of your pesitates and bixbites. You've also got goshenite. I mean, hang on a minute, I haven't even spoken about goshenite. I didn't realise I've just seen some gorgeous clear. That's your pure beryl, that's your goshenite. You've got some of that coming. Heliodor. An amazing opportunity here. What a chance. What an opportunity. If you want to join me, you know what you got to do. This is a strand. I've already got collectors. I've already got buyers making the most of this offer. And if you want this to be yours, I would suggest that this is something of a standout offer, a standout opportunity. One price tag, one luxury strand. To my prediction and to my thought process, this will be a sellout offer. Why? Because you're getting everything you want for just $17.95. I want you to try and find a single pair of aquamarine earrings with the quality of colour of that intense beauty, of those two just there. Try and find aquamarine earrings. I would probably set them in sterling silver for less than £20 anywhere. And I don't mean synthetic aquamarine that's been replicated, mass-produced. I'm talking about Mother Nature's genuine gemstone from Brazil. Probably, I would suggest, probably the Bahia region of Brazil. Every chance, probably the Rio Grande do Sul location, which is in the Minas Gerais region. I would suggest those kind of locations because that's the prestige of the colour. That's the richness of those backdrops of colours that you're getting. The greens, of course, heading within that range of the green, beryl, emerald, you've got your pinks, those subtle tones. Of course, morganite, we can't underestimate the luxury of morganite. If you said to a local jeweller shop, I've got morganite, they'd say, how? Because really, this is a gemstone that is associated to your boutique jewellers of Paris and Milan. And, you know, this is a gemstone that sat in the shop windows of Tiffany's as an exclusive stone for years. So really, it is a luxury offer that we're giving you here, a truly magnificent stone with some heading towards the big spider, pesitate colours. You know, certainly one of the rarest, in fact, probably the rarest colour of beryl is a red stone, and we just don't see it very often. That's because of the crystal formation of it. It was first discovered in just 2002, so again, you don't see a lot of it because it hasn't been around that much. It's only been around, well, just over a decade, and for gemstones, that is a very, very new gemstone. $17.95. Hold the lines to confirm for me. Q's on the lines, and rightly so, because there are a lot of people who acknowledge that this is a strand of choice, a strand of true decadence. $17.95. A full. You see, we could have done probably half of this strand for that price tag, and I could have really guaranteed you getting a great value for money, but I don't need to do that. A full strand, a full luxury of range of gemstones, heliodors through to morganites, through to emerald, through to aquamarine, goshenite, $17.95. Massive congratulations if you got that one. It really is an add it to your order offer. Congratulations. And in some ways, you know, if you're going to get those beautiful qualities of beryl, you might want to add in the pearls as well. Now that's what I'm talking about, decadence. That again is taking to another level of luxury jewellery maker potential. 9mm white cultured pearls, they're $12.95. That strand was $12.95. Put those together, wow. How about that for a £30 budget? If you're looking for luxury for less, I think we've just ticked 2 boxes in one there. Congratulations if you got that one. Now, from one feature offer, it feels like we've gone from one immense opportunity that we're about to go to an even more exciting, if possible, immense offer. This next offer, we know for a fact you have never seen. Our production room, our buyers, including, of course, our fantastic Hannah Roxbury, who you'll find, I think, is joining you this Sunday. I think she's on air. I have to say, really, really got to know this one. That this next offer is the one, or it's the choice of our production room, it's the choice of our gallery today. It is the gem strand of the week. No point in me dilly-dallying on this. I've got quantity, but really, essentially, this will be the time to buy. This will be the offer. It's the most breathtaking medley of quality gemstone and a real sense of antiquity, a real sense of vintage style. This is your antique colour-coated tiger's eye. It is a brand new strand. It's never been seen before. We've had so many people, from the moment I put this to air, the moment I told you it was coming from the very beginning of the show, some nearly 3.5 hours actually. Nearly 3.5 hours ago, I put this to air, and the response, we had texts, we had people on Facebook talk, and we've had lots of people saying, hang on, what's Vic's just been talking about? It's a brand new Jewellery Maker strand. Antique gold colour, coated tiger's eye, faceted rounds. If you got any of the antique bronze findings earlier on, if you got that amazing deal where we did you the eye pins, the head pins, the crimp beads and the shepherd hooks, if you got those, you have got to, I can't honestly, I'm not even going to mess around on this one. You've got to add this to your order. You have to add it to your order. They belong together. They belong together. Just look at this amazing texture. There's an individuality of tone that I've never seen before, and that's what's so exciting. We've all been discussing this, you know, from the morning time when this first came to our eyes. We all just go, we've never seen a texture like this before. We've never seen this kind of, because you've got tiger's eye with its own optical properties, and then you've got another layer of colour and texture on top. It feels like it's like the perfect pavlova, layers and layers of perfection, beautiful, breathtaking dynamic. It's an antiquity of style that, oh, I've got cues on the lines already. People are waiting for this one. What can we do on the price tag? I think that's what everybody's next question is. Well, the answer is, when we've got something what we want you to have, we are going to push the boundaries. It is a brand new strand, never been seen before on Jewellery Maker. A faceted, coated tiger's eye offer for one price tag of $14.95. I told you we want you to have it. We told you we wanted you to have it. $14.95. 0800 644 655. www.jewellerymaker.com. It's a go. If you want it, I've got queues on the lines of at least 2 minutes. Please be patient with us on those lines. You will get through to our customer award-winning service. It's worth your patience because, of course, this is the type of gemstone that we don't expect to hang around in our vaults. We often have what we classify as flyers in our vaults. What does it mean? It means that it comes into the vaults and it flies straight back out again, and that's what we're expecting. We are really anticipating this is your one-hit offer of your coated feature tiger's eye for less than £15. It's a go. Now is the time to now is the time for me to put this against the neckline and show you where it belongs. Look at that in action. How many conversations are you going to have in one day? Maybe you need to have some kind of written dialogue so that you can just hand it out. When people go, that's a gorgeous piece of jewellery, where did you get it from? Maybe you need to have some kind of printed, card to give out, like a business card style. Rather than having the conversation time, you're going to get so many compliments though, you're just going to go, I've written it down. Let me just think, I can't be bothered to explain to you again what this gemstone is and where I got it from and that I made it myself. I've got a business card that explains it all for you. I mean, it is. And actually, that's a great idea. When you're wearing this jewellery and you're somebody who makes jewellery to sell, right, make sure you're carrying loads of business cards. Make sure that when you've got somebody to say to you, that's a beautiful piece of jewellery, where did you get it from? You can hand over your business card and say, well, I could make you one too. So maybe you need to buy 2 or 3 strands like this. Maybe that's what you need to do so that you've got one for yourself and you could be wearing it. You could be your own advertising. And then when somebody asks you to make your jewellery, then you've got the chance for that to happen, because you've got the store and you've got the stock ready to go. $14.95. Please do stay on the lines for us to process your call. It's $14.95. Oh, look at the vintage style. And I mean, really, Natalia, you've got to go with the antique bronze finding, surely.
Well, yes,
Oh, the
you
gold?
would think so. Gold, it's just going to look so beautiful, isn't it? And I want that strand desperately. You don't know how desperate I am over here. It's so beautiful. It looks great on the picture, but, in real life, it's just stunning.
And what I was going to say as well is this is if you've got any of the copper or the bronze clear.
Yeah. how
Imagine
beautiful.
working those with that to get that real vintage. That would really give you that retro vibe, wouldn't it?
It does. It's just crying out to be added to some of the pieces that I've got in my box, you know.
Is
Bronze
it?
clay, yeah. It
If I
is.
accidentally just leave it here.
Yes, I'm going to bring a suitcase in
Okay.
and take everything home with me today.
So here's the deal. If I accidentally leave these earrings in,
yeah. Can I have that strand then?
I'll accidentally leave that strand there.
And it will accidentally fall into my bag.
Fine.
Yeah.
Deal. $14.95. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. $14.95. And you're going to have to be quick though. I will say to you, a very well received offer. If you want to join us, this is one of our feature deals of the week. It's a brand new strand of your antique colour coated tiger's eye in these faceted rounds. Congratulations if you got that one. Still queues, still people patient on those lines, and we do appreciate your patience, we genuinely do. We still have to come. I just keep on looking at the time going, how? How have we've still got more to come. Look at this. I'm going to put this against because you need it as a close-up. Part of our collector's choice selection. You have got here the divine, the ethereal, the angelic beauty of rainbow moonstone. Now, I'm going to just guess the location on that strand, and I'm going to have to say it's Sri Lankan. And the reason I'm saying that is because I don't know any other location for this gemstone that delivers that quality of breathtaking adularescence and schiller. I don't know of any other place, and as I say, I try to always make sure I keep up to date with locations of gemstones, try to keep up to date with, you know, what's going on in the jewellery industry, and to my eye, it can't be anything other than Sri Lankan rainbow moonstone. And if that wasn't enough, we also have for you, whoa! That's going to keep you watching. I know that the moment I show you this, it's going to be, oh, I'm not going to look away. I'm not going to have my dinner just yet. I'm going to stick with Vicks, and I'm going to, yeah. You have got here a huge opportunity. 600 carats, or is it 700 carats? Oh, I can't remember. 600 carats. Oh, I had one of those moments where I go, oh, what's 100 carats between friends when we've got this kind of carat weight to offer? 600 carats of your rose quartz. They are majestic, aren't they? Coming your way later on in the show. But before that, ooh, yeah. Let's get a bit of summer style into our jewellery. You know, all I want to do is have some fun. Now actually, all I want to do is do that. Like it? Oh, I got new. I got new. That's what I want to do with that 3 strands. Because that just, look at how well they go together. You've got your quartzite, quartz and coral coming together here. So let's talk about quartz. Let's talk about quartz, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Quartz. I can't believe I just did that. I've got for you quartz and quartzite. Okay? So you've got quartz, which is standardly your classic variant of quartz. It's a crystalline quartz. Now, there are 2 different types of quartz. You've got your cryptocrystalline quartz, which is more along your chalcedony, your onyx, your agate, your jasper line. So it's a little bit more of, you need to go microscopic to get the crystal structure, which means it's much tighter, which means you get a little bit of a denser colour. Then you get your standard crystalline quartz, which sits along your smoky quartz, your rose quartz, a little bit more transparent and much more of a finer diaphanity. Now, diaphanity is the way that there is a transparency to the stone, where the light moves through the gemstone. The 2 types of quartz can then be much more finer, more refined in terms of their aesthetics via this type of look. First of all, you've got your transparent, your classic quartz, your clear quartz. Then you've got your quartzite. Now, the best way to describe this gemstone is opaque because it has a mystical, misty feel about it. Hazy internal quality. The haziness is actually there is a particle of sandstone that sits within the crystal formation. So as the crystal starts to form, sandstone starts to be absorbed within that, and it creates this hazy mystical quality. So quartzite is essentially a clear quartz within a sandstone mixed within. It's just a natural formation within Mother Nature. So you've got here two strands, very different and yet very similar in exactly the same way. And then we add in that colour pop, and it's a pop of the perfect coral colour. It's bright, it's bold, it's crisp, and I think that the moment you see it is the moment you see summer is just around the corner. You've got here your hot shot quartzite coral and quartz combination, a 3-strand bumper pack for one price tag. $8.95. My head was thinking it was going to be $9.95. I was thinking I'm going to go $9.95 on this. That's what I was going, go on, $9.95, less than a tenner, go on. That's in my mind, that's what I'm doing when I'm looking at these. What price is it going to be? Less than a tenner, go on. No, less than 9. Even better. $8.95, congratulations to you. An amazing bundle of opportunity. Queues on the lines, just I think we're all looking for a deal. We're all looking for a bargain. We're all looking for that value. Actually, Ollie, I'm surprised you didn't use this one as your Ollie's offer.
I don't know the prices.
You don't know the prices?
I don't know the prices until they come in.
Ollie, is this going to be your Ollie's offer for the day?
I might grab a few things from today.
He might, right? Ollie reckons he's going to be grabbing a few things for today. Watch out, girls. You've got $8.95. $8.95 is all you pay. Oh, it's 644, 655. It's the kind of building we work in. We have got for you. Woo! Bring it on.
See, I need to get into the prom because this would be the one.
Absolutely. If you're into macrame, and actually if you're into macrame, if you're into kumihimo, if you're into your French knitting, your braiding, anybody who's looking for, and I think this is the kind of bundle that inspires you to get involved in a technique that you perhaps haven't done yet. And I think in particular, if you're coming into the summer look, you just need to look around at the fashion and you know that those macrame bracelets, those cords, bringing together gemstones, but really cord, this is fab. Look at this. Look at that. Is this a bumper pack or is this a bumper pack? Now you have a combination of lots. You're getting 10 yards of your 1 mil of your hemp. You're also getting a further 10 yards of your multicolour in your 0.5 mil. So you've got half of these are 1 mil, half of these are 0.5, but all in the rainbow colours. You're then getting a further pack of 0.5 and 1 mil in all of the neutrals. All of the neutrals. So you've got there your black, your browns, your creams, and your beiges. So in total, I think you're looking at around about, if I'm thinking 918, pretty much, well, over 35 metres, over 35 metres of cord. Over 35, yes please. Think of how many pieces of jewellery you could create from this bumper pack. How about this? Over 35 metres of hemp cord for your macrame, your kumihimo, for all of your variant techniques of working with braiding and working with probably the big look of this spring and summer, which is very easy wear jewellery for one price. 35 metres for $8.95. Stock up now, I think is it fair to say. You know, coming weeks, coming months, coming. In fact, I know next week we've got some great deals coming and some brand new, well, product that we sold out that we've then got back in. Okay? Just to let you know. Just to let you know. Next week, things that we sold out of in one show will be back. I don't know whether I'm allowed to say what it is, but it's back in stock next week. Am I allowed to say it? Okay, something coming up next week that sold out when it came to wear once, and then it hasn't been back yet, and it's coming back on Tuesday. I can't tell you what it is because Laura says I'm not allowed, and I'm not going to break the rules, am I, Laura? Because I'm a good girl. I am. I try my best to be good. I do try my best to be good. Sometimes just trying isn't enough. £8.95. £8.95. 8.94. 35 metres. 35 metres of cord. Congratulations to you. Okay. I've been told that I'm allowed to give one hint. One hint. Who rang that? Who rang? Hannah. Hannah Roxbury, who's obviously watching today. Hi, on. She's up in our production room. And she's just said, listen, she said, you will see a marked degree of interest to Tuesday's show. And it sold out the first time it came to air. And it's not been to air since. It's not Mark. We're not selling Mark. I'm not just going to... Mark is sold out. That's it. I mean, I sold him once and then he's come back as a return, and I've sold him again and he's come back as a return. I mean, that 30-day money-back guarantee, he just comes back into stock. Imagine. Look, I've sold Ryan and I've sold Mark today. What you've got coming your way? Time is ticking towards it. This amazing 600 carat rose quartz coming your way very, very shortly. But before that, it's an elector's choice. An elector's choice. Who's going to elect? A collector's choice. It's another tummy flipping moment. You know, ooh, that moment where you just get that, oh, this is a strand of something special. This is a strand of something truly special. Now you have got here an whoa! I mean, look at the full range of colours that you're getting from each one of these gems, whether it's those neon turquoises, whether it's those ocean greens, whether it's the gorgeous crisp bright yellows. It's an enchanting gem strand. And as I'm actually going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to move it forwards and backwards. I'm just going to roll it away from the camera and close to the camera. The reason I want to do that is because you're getting this shape, what you're actually getting is an amazing look. Now, if I just rotate like this, look at this. Can you see how truly extraordinary quality? Now, I know that I've done some great strands of rainbow moonstone. I know that, right? And there's no point me pretending that you haven't seen some great rainbow moonstone in your time with Jewellery Maker. But for me, this really does. it really does capture the imagination in a totally different level of indulgence. I have people queuing on the lines. I have people who are already acknowledging that this is the epitome of a luxury rainbow moonstone. Now, your rainbow moonstone here is your graduated German cut rondelles. Now, specifically in terms of the German cut, that's just a different style of cut. Now, the simple facts is that there are a variety of cutting houses throughout the world. And in particular, if you want to talk about some of the world's most reputable cuts, the likes of the Ida Oberstein cut, one of the biggest collector's choices for gem cuts is taking your quality gemstone and getting it cut in one of the best cutting houses in the world. One of them is in Ida Oberstein. And that's a location that probably has some kind of principle of the cut to this gem type. An amazing, very impressive cut, a delight, an intricacy of craftsmanship. This really is luxury boutique jewellery. I mean, bridal, I guess you instantly, you would look at this quality and you'd see a bridal potential. But whether it's bridal or whether it's just truly luxurious gemstone, then whichever way you're going to do it. Queues on the lines, and we're people very patient with us as we've introduced this strand to you. But I didn't really need to introduce it for that long because I had people who, on instinct, and I think that's the thing about gemstones of this caliber, it's an instinct and a reaction that is taken straight away. You fall in love with it, you've got to have it. We're going to give you the chance to get it. It's your amazing rainbow moonstone graduated German cut rondelles, 5x2 to 9x4 millimeter in a 12 centimeter strand for just $29.95. I would grade this gemstone at the highest pinnacle of our vault. You know, I'd literally say to you, you've not had another chance like this. We've seen some beauties, but I don't think we've seen anything quite like this before. An extra special offer for $29.95. Of course, this is part of our collector's range, and then that is just a reference to the beauty and the quality and the luxury. You know, we know what we put in terms of standard to our gemstones, but this is another level. This is another degree of quality. $29.95. Absolutely extraordinary offer for $29.95. 0800 644 655 is the number to dial. An outlandishly beautiful look for under £30. I don't think we've ever done anything like it before. That German cut just adds that sumptuous texture, adds that unique grade. Look at that. Look at the way that cut is optimizing on the unique presence of Schiller and turquoise reflections of light. Idyllic and a very special opportunity. $29.95 is all you pay. Congratulations to you, under £30. Right. What can we do? What can we do for you today that we haven't already done? We've done findings which have been unmissable. We have done silver clay that has been exquisite. We have done loose gemstones for our collectors. We've done feature strands which really have been synonymous with top luxury. And now we move to size. And size, it does count when it comes to gemstones like this. We're talking 600 carats of rose quartz. You know what you're going to have to do? You're going to have to be quick on these phone lines because I've got a lot of people who have been waiting for this deal, literally waiting like on starting blocks, like you competed against Usain Bolt and you're going to actually win the race, because that's how many people are waiting on those phone lines right now. 600 carats of your exceptionally feminine, exquisitely delightful rose quartz. Your larger nuggets are 17 by 13 to 23 by 15. They're not small, that's for sure. It's all luxury for less here at Jewellery Maker. Big bold statement gemstones, feminine, sophisticated style, and all for one price tag of $9.95. I said luxury for less, and I mean less. Did you expect that? I didn't either. 600 carats for $9.95. I've got people who have just gone, what? What? They've done what? An amazing deal. Huge opportunity, $9.95. What are you going to do? Well, do you know what? It's not what will you do, it's what can't you do with a strand like this. You make one center statement to your neckline, a simple chain, it's a pendant. You take each one of those smaller pieces, you add them to earrings, wow factor jewellery. You've got the chance to make feature centerpieces to the wrist in your wire work. Perhaps you're going to use these in a different way. Perhaps you're going to use these as a centerpiece to your jewellery collection. Whichever way, it's $9.95 for 600 carats of your rose quartz in these faceted large nuggets. What I love is the larger a gemstone becomes, just in the same principle as the smaller it becomes in many ways, the more dissipated the colour is likely to be. And yet here, the colour is so present. The colour is so true. It is a true pink. It's got that tantalising texture to it. $9.95 for your rose quartz faceted nuggets. A brilliant offer. The queues on the lines are likely to be for the rest of the show, to be honest. I would multi-buy this. I really would multi-buy this. 0800 644 655. This is all about the indulgence of size and yet still giving you the quality of colour as well. This is how we do it. You know, we could get carat weights like this every day of the week if we didn't have then the chance, we didn't have then the boundaries of quality to also sit within as well. But our boundaries are absolutely intact on we can only put to wear quality as well as carat weight. You've got it all there. Congratulations to you. Hold those lines at £9.95. Natalia, what do you see in a strand like this in terms of potential? Where do you go with it?
I love the possibility of being able to just take individual pieces from that strand and to make a centre point for a necklace, to have as like a pendant on a longer necklace. And you know I love my tassels.
You love your tassels.
So there's a bit of chain and then smaller beads. I also love with beads like that is to take silver clay and to fire a piece of silver clay and then to put it on the ends of that.
Oh wow.
So, you know, like little end caps.
I should say like silver clay.
Like a little accent.
Ooh, that would be beautiful.
Yeah.
Just to almost to highlight.
Yes.
That as I say, you know, frame it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
definitely.
a great idea. $9.95. You know what I was thinking? I was thinking with the pearls. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking if you got those feature pearls, then why wouldn't you put it alongside those huge rose quartz? These pearls are $12.95, and in terms of size and in terms of the luxury, they match so well with those sizable and luxurious qualities of colour from the rose quartz. And add it to your order if you didn't get the pearls earlier on. I've still got quantity available on those pearls, so you can add to your order within that combination. And if that wasn't enough, perhaps you could also add your beryl. What about adding that beryl? I don't know whether I've got stock left of the beryl. I will just say that the beryl went very, very, very well today. So if you do want to join us, I've got a few left, I'm getting told. So if you do want to get that beryl, there's your beryl. Bottom of the graphics there, ENGP64. You're getting 285 carats of your beryl, plain rounds, 10mm for $17.95. Another add it to your order. Look at how well those colours, the pastel tones, work so beautifully together. But this is taking your rose quartz to your morganite, taking your rose quartz with then perhaps your goshenite. You've got the chance to get a very special look there for $9.95. Still queues on the line, still people being patient. Oh, you're going to have to be on the lines again. Oh, watch out. Oh, that colour. Now, for somebody who doesn't normally get stimulated by this richness of colour, I don't normally click with this deep purple. Oh, that's irresistible. I mean, that really is irresistible. 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 Melankin, are you with it? We have got there the deepest, most irresistible, richest of purples. Bruce on camera too. Come on, move closer, Bruce. Look at this. Look, 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 look at the quality of that purple. Wow. I promise you, you will get this home and you will literally be enchanted. You are going to be captivated. Your attention will not move from that strand. And putting that richness against then the rose quartz, well then, now that's a combination that you don't want to miss out on. No way could you afford to miss out on that combination. Your rose quartz, and then to work with these are idyllic. In fact, I'm going to ask one question, Bruce. Bruce, can you actually move your camera closer? If I move my arms closer, will you bring your camera? Because what we're not getting is the transparency of the gem, because you're getting so much richness of colour. But if we were from a distance, we might not get the transparency. If we get closer, let's see, because what I'm seeing is not what you're seeing through the camera. So I wanted to see if I can capture that, because what I'm seeing is a lot of transparency. So you're not just getting the depth of the purples, you're getting a movement of light, which gives you a texture. Let's see if Bruce can grab that for us. Let's see if he can grab that, Bruce. Can you? That's it. Can you start to see that? There you go. That's the colour, because I think from the distance you saw much more of a darker purple, whereas here this literally is the purple you want from your amethyst. This is the colour. This is it. There is not another colour that I would suggest you would expect to get from amethyst. Yes, you can get your lighter amethyst. Yes, you can get your lavenders. Yes, you can get your Rose de France amethysts. You can get different layers of colour. But if you asked me what colour is amethyst, this is the colour I would instantly refer to. This is the textbook shade of purple. Beautiful interest of colour. I'm adding some rose quartz to this, mind. I'm not just stopping with that strand. You're getting your rose quartz with your faceted rounds. Those are 4mm, very complementary. And again, we're adding your smoky quartz. Now you've got your 3mm smoky quartz to add. And then on top of that, let's give you a bit of Italian inspiration. What about that? Now these, made in Italy. So you've got that luxury of Italian quality. Italian made beads with that intrigue and that beautiful brushed effect that gives that luxury finish. I think if you think of Italy, anything that's manufactured in Italy, you think luxury. Whether it's your cars, your leather, you think luxury. And I think the fact is that the Italian manufacture of these beads gives you that final luxurious finish. And goodness me, that's the way to do it together, isn't it? Your quality of your amethyst, your rose quartz, your smoky quartz, and on top of that, your copper beads, all together for one price tag. I'd have paid that for the amethyst. I'd have paid that. In fact, I'm moving that to one side. I'm going to get you to pay that just for the amethyst. And then, as a little treat, you're getting for free the smoky quartz, the rose quartz, and I mean, honestly, I'm telling you that you would pay. When you get this home, you'll go, $11.95 is so worth it. You will look at that strand when you get it home and go, how did I get that strand for $11.95? How did I get that one strand? You're not just getting this strand, but effectively, I am telling you, $11.95 for me, from my perspective, $11.95 for just that strand is it. But actually, for $11.95, I then can give you a further rose quartz and smoky quartz seed bead strand complement. And you've also got your Italian-made copper beads. All of those for $11.95. I won't put my neck on the line unless I truly believe what I'm saying. And I genuinely do say to you, I'm putting my neck right there and I'm saying that amethyst is just, it's noteworthy. It is a feature. I'll tell you, no hesitation, when you get it home, you'll look at that $11.95 and you'll say to yourself, hang on, I got that for and that and that and that. You will have happily paid $11.95 just for the amethyst. Congratulations, $11.95. Let me keep it. Bruce, you've moved back. Come on, Bruce. I put perfume on today and everything, Bruce. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Wowzers. Look at that colour. Look at that colour. And as I say, I know we all have an appeal towards different shades of colour, you know, and I'm not going to pretend that purple's my favourite colour because it's not. But I'm selecting that strand there, thanks very much. That's indulgence with a bit of gold. You know, if you put some of the gold findings. $11.95. I love that. I will take that and I will run with that one, thank you very much. $11.95. That is a heck of a deal, that. I didn't even break down the pricing of how much it would be per strand at $11.95 because I don't want to do that, because effectively I think that would devalue the amethyst, and I'm not prepared to do that with that strand. I'm not prepared to say actually that strand's coming in at less than £4 and you get the beads for free, because that feels like it's devaluing it. I'm not going to do that. $11.95, I'm going to say, for $11.95 you get the amethyst and the rest you're getting for free. I know that sounds wrong to say, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I just cannot say it any other way. Right then, where are we going on to? Oh, thank you, miss. Oh. Now, we might have something handy. Now, you may have missed out last night. We did last night with the gorgeous Louise. She made the most amazing tiara. And it must be handy. It must be somewhere close by. Is there any chance of somebody going? She did a tiara and matching brooch. And it was with this gemstone as a feature. And I kind of want to show you the jewellery because really impressive. And if you get inspiration from some other people's designs, if you didn't see last night, then it's rather nice to be able to show you Louise's design. Look at this. Now these are your marquise leaves of aventurine. Marquise leaves of aventurine. Now if I just, there we go, that's why I want to show you. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that absolutely beautiful? Now this is a last of stock offering for this strand, so if you do want to join me on this, I do believe that this might be one of the very last times that you get the chance. But you can see how very easy it is, and this is, you know, that's not me talking, that's Louise saying that because of the actual way that these gemstones are drilled, you actually can bring the gems together. All you need to do is put your beading thread through and knot them together, and as you start to bring the stones together, they create this petal formation. It's a beautiful look. And how about this? That's impressive. Cascade effect. You've also got this magnificent, I presume that's a hairpiece. Look at that. Add to it, in this bundle, these beautiful corner drilled. Oh, and that labradorite is beautiful as well. That is a very elegant look. That is a very, very elegant look. And when you see that translated into a piece of jewellery like this, when you actually see the results, yeah, the aesthetics are so exciting. Sue, one of our amazing beading buddies, has created this beautiful two set, not just the neckline, but also this feature hairpiece as well. And again, just, I think that those gemstones lend themselves to that quality. Okay, this is probably the last time you're going to see these aventurine petals. You've got your cubes and you've also got your labradorite, all for one price tag. The same price as the book. $11.95. £11.95 again. £11.95. Well, I tell you what do they say? It's not how you start, it's how you finish. Well, I tell you what, we are finishing with a bang here on Jewellery Maker right now, because you have got the most impeccable combination of aventurine labradorite and, of course, those corner drill cubes, just adding another level of unique detail. The neckline piece shows you that in all its glory. What a great offer. £11.95. If you want to join me, now's the time to do so. There's a number there. It's a free phone number, 0800 644 655, or you can join us on the web at www.jewellerymaker.com. Well, you've been busy.
I have been busy today. Been working like a, goodness, crazy person.
Haven't you just? And what the results have become is actually exactly as I thought that we could create. Evening wear.
Yeah, a bit
luxury.
burlesque, I was thinking.
Nice.
A bit of Moulin Rouge going on there.
Oh, very much so. The evening collection, as you can see underneath on our bottom graphic there, the evening collection, labradorite, hematite and agate, £12.95. And look at the jewellery that you could be creating. Sumptuous evening wear. I love that you've worked in the yellow gold to add that added detail.
Goes well, doesn't it?
Fantastic, £12.95. Your code for that, HDGC62, is the code for your £12.95 evening collection. Labradorite, hematite and agate. Using those tassels to great effect. You like your tassels?
Fluff them out, fluff them like little pom-poms.
Like it. And then, of course, that little evening wear piece as well. Yeah. Gorgeous. We have still lots to look forward to here on Jewellery Maker today. Of course, don't forget, we've got our live show starting at 5 o'clock, 5 till 9. I've got some treats. Can I just say, the web sale is now live. If you are watching, the web sale is now live. So if you want some bargains, you've got to go join us, www.jewellerymaker.com. Thank you to Natalia. Thank you for you. You take care of yourself. Bye. You can watch Jewellery Maker live every day 9 till 1 on Sky 655, Virgin 756, Freesat 807 or Freeview Channel 43. The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, The Genuine Gemstone Company, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B989HF.
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just £9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills.
When you place your first order with us, you will receive a free booklet and DVD full of handy hints, tips and tutorials to help you get started with your new Jewellery Maker hobby.
The early bird catches the worm. Don't miss out on your chance to grab our amazing early bird offers at 9 AM on weekday mornings. Catch them while you can.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
There are 2 easy ways to purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview or Freesat and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click the sign up button. Once you have filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the On Air Now button on the front page. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, you simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget that you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1p&p. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.